Anyway. Cozy. Why is it so tiny? I'm gonna have to fix that eventually, but not now. Not ever. Anyway. Hello, Daphne. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to all. I love cozy. Cozy is my favorite word to say because I feel like I'm a cozy game player, but I'm a cozy, chaotic game player. I'm chaotic when I play The Sims, but I'm cozy when I play Unpacking and Palia and Jumet Valley and Stardew Valley and Wildflowers because those games have no chaos and that makes me very happy because I need some relaxation. I'm also Jacqueline and Emo DJ Panda and Salty. Welcome in. How are you all? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully, ooh, there we go. Hopefully you are having a fantastic day so far. I woke up at 8:30, but I didn't move out of my bed until 9:30, so I feel cozy. Also, Heartbeat Queen, thank you for the reset for 3 months, by the way. I really appreciate that. And Christopher, hello. Welcome in. Uh, I feel like this week is going to be a awesome week. One, because we're gonna get things done. And two, we're just gonna get things done. And that's all that matters. We're gonna be productive. We're gonna work. Oh, you're at work, so I got you on your phone while at work. All good, all good. Happy working and a lurking. Oh, 7. Oh, dog sitting. Ooh, how did that go? How did the dog sitting go? You were up early helping your mom get a rental car until we know more about our car. Oh, well, hopefully the rental car will be good for who knows ever how long when you get your other car back. Um, Also, Kaylona and Christopher, hi, and Kina, welcome in, and Lauren, thank you for the reset for 3 months as well. I may or not be working while watching. Oh, we won't tell. We won't say anything. um, but hey, lurk and a work if you need to. So Dad needs a nap later. I think we all deserve a nap. Every once in a while, we all deserve a nap. Napping is good. But today, we're going to be playing a game called Unpacking, which we've played before several times on stream. It's a game that I just tend to play over and over because it never gets boring and it's just so cozy. And we're also going to play another game today that's also equally cozy called I Am Future. Yeah. And also, Stacy, welcome in. Good morning. Hopefully you had a good morning so far. I ate 2 muffins and I had me some water and it was very delicious. It is a very cozy game. I agree. I like the storyline is the same every time, but you can like organize different things at different times. And it's kind of cool. So it's like it just gets better and better the more you play. I just wish that hopefully one day they make another unpacking game because that would be very nice. Also, Awanu, hello. It has been a while indeed. Things have been really well. I have been mostly just like relaxing, really, and getting things prepared. I've been moving and I've been packing and unpacking from here to my parents' house for like the past few weeks. So it's been pretty good so far. My parents are coming over today. We're going to be taking out my entire living room today. Hopefully, my entire living room, at least my couch and armchair, and maybe a few things from my media console. But so far, so good. Oh, both are adorable. And I've known both dogs for a long time, and one of them is a bit of a problem child. He barks a lot and bites sometimes when he's scared. Oh. So there's not many people the owner trusts with them. Well, I'm glad they trust you, and that's all that matters. That's good. Also, Elena, welcome in. Working from home, and I have a stream in the background. Nice, nice. Um, well, I don't have to move out until September 18th. Is the final day. That's when they say I have to actually move out and get the keys. So I have like a whole month to move out, but I don't really have that much stuff anyway, and I've been moving things out of my apartment slowly but surely for the past month now, like stuff from my kitchen, my bedroom. So it's going to be a very easy process. You're about to enter your Bob the Builder era. Literally, I have 2 rooms. So at my parents' house, I'm getting my old office and my old bedroom back, but I'm going to have a bigger office but a smaller bedroom, and we have to assemble furniture because I got a new wardrobe because I'll have less closet space, I feel. So it's going to be interesting. And I'm going to vlog the whole thing because I love it. Also, Coupon, hello. Oh, a new couch. It arrives Monday. Oh, that's exciting. I got my couch from Wayfair, and it was very inexpensive, surprisingly enough, from Wayfair. Ooh, Palia. I mostly fix your slow schedule, so your normal stream time is a bit late for you now. Oh, no. Well, hey, rest up as much as possible, Wanu. We will always be here. Oh, your sleeping schedule. Yeah, Bob the Builder's hat is yellow. It's perfect. It is indeed. Ooh. Bob the Builder, can he fix it? Yes. But then there's also Fix It Felix, who is another like builder, except his hat is blue. And well, yeah. Fix It Felix hat is blue, but Bob the Builder is a true man, the stand he is. He's the only one that we shall know forever. Fix It Felix is a fraud. He can't fix anything. Only Bob the Builder can. Oh, really? That's so nice. I heard that Paleo got pets recently in an update, I think yesterday, but you have to pay for them. I know Gluon got the pets. So I'm gonna look into like seeing how much they cost because I want my animals so badly. Well, that's good. I feel like they would be like enemies to lovers type of story for Bob the Builder and Fix It Felix. That's what I think. So you need one of the yellow helmets for your vlogs? I do. I wonder if I can find one. I probably can't. I probably own one. Oh. Not that hat being like $6 at Home Depot. Not this being like, that's funny. I'm gonna buy it. Anyway. I think we're gonna do. Yeah, he was playing Palea yesterday, and I was like, wait, this is actually really good. Because I didn't get to see what the animals looked like besides on the website, but in action, they're adorable. But yeah, I found one at Home Depot for $6.60. Mood. Home Depot coming in clutch. What are we doing again? Oh, wait, I forgot. So the last time that we played Unpacking was a long time ago. And I remember we had finished 2013 because we first moved into our own like little place after moving out of our parents' house, and then after moving out of our toxic boyfriend's house apartment. So now we have a place of our own, but we have met somebody. You love how positive and kind you are. Thank you. I try to be positive as much as possible, Positivity goes a long way, and kindness is free. Also, Third Butterfly, hello. How are you? You're looking forward to the outfit with the helmet? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I actually have, I think I have like some type of like Bob the Builder like outfit or something. Not exactly Bob the Builder outfit, but like something like it that I might find. That'll be very funny. Like, I'm Bob the Builder. Can I recreate Bob the Builder's intro in a video? That'd be funny. Wow. My throat. What a time. Talk about early morning voice. Not great. It's something. I do need some overalls. I don't even own overalls, which is very surprising. Because I got rid of most of my clothes. And I'm like, I should probably just buy some more. So I'm going to go to the Goodwill and find some if they have some. It's the same storyline as the kitchen. That was the last unpacking. Yeah, it was. So the kitchen is the same one. Yeah, it's the same kitchen, same like kind of general layout, but we have added in a new person into our little humble abode, which I think is very cute. So we still have the same amount of space, but we have not necessarily less space, but we're sharing our space because I think, yeah, so it's just like one bedroom, one bathroom. And we have to share our room, our closet, our bathroom, utilities. Ooh, a lot of things. I've been really good today so far. I mean, I didn't wake up until like 8:30, but I didn't move until like 9:30. So it's been a moment. It's been a morning so far. Now, how do I move my camera? Okay, there we go. But yeah, I've had a good morning so far, and we are going to be continuing to pack and unpack a lot of things from here to my parents' house today. At least that's the plan, I think. My mom's gonna come over, I know that, to see if there's anything to pick up. I don't know how late my dad's working, but we have a plan this week to get rid of my living room, like my couch and my armchair, and then maybe like my TV and media console as well. So a few, things in the works, but I'm looking forward to it though, however. It's gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be easy. I was surprised how we got my dining room table out, and along with like the majority of like the heavy stuff out of this apartment like in like 3 hours. Wild. But I'm ready to be out of this apartment though. I'm ready to be out. I know it's only like 10:14 right now in the morning. So I'm thinking the leasing office will get back to me today, or at least at the end of the week. I wonder how hard it is to find a paint swatch. That's what I want to know. That's all I need. That's all I really want. I just want to paint the room. I don't want to use my security deposit for them to paint it, so I get less money. I want all my money back, not less. You gave away so many of your clothes because apparently changed your aesthetic so drastically that my former wardrobe seems like a bunch of costumes now. Oh my. I feel like my aesthetic has been the same for so long that I don't know how to change, like my clothing style.
Sorry, the position of annoying talking animal has already been taken.
Like I could go, like I personally want to go with so much cottagecore. Like my true aesthetic is cottagecore and yellow. That's kind of like my general like idea of like my clothing style that I want to have, but it's so hard to find, I feel. Also, Spags, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good seeing you. Happy Wednesday, happy morning, happy unpacking day. Imagine if moving was easy as in The Sims. Oh, that'd be a dream come true. That'd be a dream come true if moving was like that in The Sims, but in real life. Ooh. Because that means we could just click all of our furniture and then like, we're out, goodbye. Or we literally hand in our keys and then magically all of our furniture is in our inventory. And then we just like, we go back to our house and like, oh, it's all here. Kind of funny. Oh, you moved 2.5 hours away and couldn't move for like 2 days because of you were sore from lifting your couch, bed, etc. Oh, I bet. The other day, my arm was like hurting, like not my arm, but like my shoulder was hurting because I was lifting so much heavy stuff. And I'm like, this is not it. I don't like this pain. I want to actually feel no pain, but I can understand it is definitely a lot. I've learned to take it easy and like carry like the small stuff first and then eventually um oh my, those are huge. Take the, yeah, small stuff out first and then the heavy stuff secondary. Whoever's controlling me as a sim made me do all the moving myself. Oof. I do not like that. We have so much stuff. Hold on. Where is okay. Kind of like the noises. There we go. Cute. You know, I've always associated the color, or not the color, but the song Yellow by Coldplay so depressing. I don't know why. Because didn't they play that song on Vampire Diaries at one point? Because I feel like they did. But like, I found that song depressing at first. But now I find some joy in it. But then I tend to still cry. I don't know. It's so expensive to change and update your clothing. It really is. I still have most of my clothes from like junior high that still fit me, which is like not that many things. It's like a t-shirt and like a pair of shorts from like gym class, but like that's literally it. Everything else is like gone or somewhere, or I didn't buy that many clothes. But yeah, I got old stuff from like grade school. I'm kind of love and hate moving. I love that I get to change my environment, but the other hand, so much work, and this time we need to buy so many things. It's so expensive. I'm telling you, when I moved into my apartment for the first time like 2 years ago, I didn't want to buy anything because I don't like spending money. Like I could have lived without a couch for so long. I would have just bought an air mattress and I would have been perfectly fine, or at least beanbag chairs. And I didn't want to buy a dining room table because I barely sit at the table anyway. I usually sit in here or in my living room. So I'm like, anything. But I bought them because I felt like I had to buy them to complete the home, you know? It's like like that thought in the back of your head saying you have to buy these to complete your home. So I bought them. But I was cheap about it. I bought things on sale and I'm like, yeah. Oh, you're in the car on your way to meet your best friend and he's baby. Ooh, I hope you have fun. I actually was watching a vlog by Remy Cruz and she actually met her brother's baby, which is very cool. Babies are adorable, but not until they spit up on you. And that's another thing. I highly suggest if you're able to learn how to sew basic stuff, you can really change your certain wardrobe with a few DIY ideas. That is very true. Or you can go thrifting. That's like another thing too, but definitely learn how to sew would be good. I do not know how to sew at all, but my mom does. So that's always a plus, right? Except we don't really sew that much anyway. It feels like I've never moved your body before after moving. I feel like, yeah. It's kind of like that out of body experience. Like, am I truly moving or am I just standing? You know? That's what I feel like sometimes. Where does this go? Oh, this can go in here. Oh, that's cute. Wait, put this down here. Cannot see it. Here we go. I'll put this right here. There we go. Perfect. This is your third time moving since 2017, and I really don't want to think about the amount of money I had to put into that. It's not a pretty number. I bet. It's like moving is like, no thank you. I'd rather not think about that right now. You still don't own a dining room table? I feel like they're overrated nowadays. Like dining room tables. So like they're not needed. Or like a secondary thought, you know? You're about to go into work? Well, good luck. Hope you have a fun work day though today. I'm gonna put all of my little clippers in my drawer. That way we can make room for our friend's makeup stuff. We're sharing our space. Our deodorant. Oh, we have so much drawer space now. I wonder if we got, I never really understood if we ever like sold things or like threw stuff away. These are our tampons. Eyelash curler. That looks like one. And then our makeup palette, which we'll put over here. Yeah. But like moving is like interesting. 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. Oof. That is 6 hours. But like to midnight, I get loopy around that time. I start making no sense, or at least I try to make sense, but it's not clear. At least in my head, it feels like it's not clear. But all I gotta say, good luck, my friend. May the odds forever be in your favor. Where does this go? Oh, it goes right here. It's a bathroom mat. Cute. Your wallet hates you. I think after all that moving stuff, I bet. I've learned to also like, ooh, we have so much less room. I've learned that I have started to take a lot of adventures in taking online surveys for so many years. I've earned so much like Amazon money from taking surveys. Too much. That's what I've been doing. If I didn't have anything, I would always go to like find a survey, take a quiz, get me my little Amazon gift card, and then buy things on Amazon. That would be like my little thing that I would do all the time. Now I'll put all of our stuff in here. Deodorant too. Also, Freya, welcome in, and little Boo, welcome in. How are you? It's been forever. And Fuzzington, hello. Yeah, this is my second time streaming Unpacking, but my third time playing it. Every time I play this game, I'm like, what else can I do? What else is there for me to do? It just gets better and better each time. At least to me it does. It's very comforting. But welcome in, friends. But yeah, we're playing a game called Unpacking. It's literally available everywhere. Soon enough, it'll be available on your mobile phone. One of these days, they're going to port it to a Tesla. At this point, it's like the next Stardew Valley. To me, at least. But it's like the perfect game because I'm moving. So I'm packing and unpacking things as I, move out of my apartment back to my parents' house. So this game is very fitting. So if you ever want to play a cozy game, this is the game for you. You want to take surveys for Amazon money? How do I do that? Honestly, isn't there like a website called Survey Monkey or like Survey Junkie? There's like so many different websites out there to take like surveys for Amazon money. I think if you just search up Amazon surveys, you might find a few that you like. At least I have. There's so many. I know not a lot of people actually stream this game to my knowledge. Because like it's a very old game and like the storyline is pretty much the same across the board. But I feel like the more that you play, the more fun it gets. Because you start seeing things differently. And you also can put stuff in different places if it allows you to. Like putting the scale on the rack, that's different. Putting the trash can beside the toilet, that's different. Like, that's what I always look for in a video game, doing different things. But it's just so comforting, So good. Yeah, that's also true. A lot of other apps out there to get PayPal money too. The amount of emails I get is ridiculous. I have like 5 emails because I like signing up for things. And then I just get like a bunch of emails about surveys to take. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Why not? Most of them, like, they can be scams, but most of the time they're not. I feel like I've learned a lot about taking surveys. If you ever need me to look at something, let me know. But there are a bunch of survey websites. I do a lot of like survey junkie. I'm pretty sure that's the website. That is not how you spell Google. Google is with a G, not an O. Oh yeah. Survey junkie. That's one that I use every once in a while. But then like there's a bunch of apps out there too that I see like on TikTok and stuff. Mm-mm-mm. You have trouble maintaining too. I'm telling you, I have like no, it's a lie. I have 7. I have 7 emails, but I only really look at like 4 of them because business stuff and like legal stuff. So I don't have too much. Also, we have a pronoun check in the chat, by the way, everyone. My pronouns are he, him. If you all didn't know, feel free to share your pronouns in the chat if you would like to. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I can put the link in the chat if you want to. There you go. There you go. You want PayPal money too? I want to know where did they say they're legit? They always say Survey Junkie's like very legit. I've used it for years, too many years. But it's pretty legit. I haven't had any issues with them, to be honest. Exposure, Nuclear Narwhal. Where can you buy these games? I would love to buy them, or like right now. But thank you for letting me know your pronouns. She, her, he, they, she, her, she, her, she, her, she, her. Thank you for letting me know your pronouns. Also, by the way, if you didn't know, you can actually get your pronouns displayed in Twitch chat using a lovely Google Chrome and Firefox extension. That also works on the Opera and Opera GX browser. And if you also didn't know this, you can actually get your pronouns in The Sims 4. So that's an equal benefit, I feel. We'll put some of these pots somewhere different. Yeah. But yeah, no problem, Fuzzington. Yeah, you can transfer, yes. It'll give you an option, like where do you want to like have it, whether it's like PayPal or like Amazon gift cards. Yeah. It'll let you transfer. I always do transfer because it's way easier instead of having to wait. Is that a laptop? Wait, can we put this laptop in our office? Do we have room like that? We do, but we also don't. We don't got room like that. But anyway, for the people that are coming in, I would love to know, what have you all been doing this past weekend? I haven't streamed in a while. This is my second stream this week. But I would love to know, what have you all been up to? Oh, I can't put this in here. I'll put it in the living room then. Or can I put it in the dining room? Oh wait, we don't have a dining room. Never mind. We'll just put it in the kitchen. Savvy, welcome in. It's good seeing you. Yeah, I'm really glad that they have it like available pretty much anywhere. I just knew that it was available on Google Chrome and Firefox. And then people told me it was also working on Opera GX. I'm like, yes, this is what we need. I'm hoping that they eventually implement it on like Twitch itself, you know? That would be very nice. But good morning, Savvy. How are you? It's good seeing you today. We're playing Unpacking because I'm unpacking my apartment. Hee hee hee. No, this game was made for me. I feel we should put our oh, we have no room. I was like, where can we put our stuff? Oh, tea towels in the drawers. Does that work? We don't have room. I could see, it could take some. Oh, that doesn't work. See, when it highlights in red, I can't put it there unless that is a big bottle of soy sauce. Put it up here. Put our plane up here. The window seal there. Let's see if we can actually. Oh, we can put them on by the sink. Oh, the sink. There we go. But it's been a very chill morning today, though, so far. Nothing too much. I didn't move out of my bed until like 9:30, so I'm just getting started with my day, I would say. Okay, they can go up here. This is very interesting. I feel like this game has so much potential, and it does. But it's like it's so interesting to see like what works and what doesn't work. I'll put it there now. Oh, it's currently 10:32 right now in the morning, in the mañana. So it's not too late, but I feel waking up at this time every Wednesday is rather interesting. Even though I do wake up at like, I try to wake up at 8:30 every day. I do, but I don't start moving out of my bed though until like 9. Because I feel like if I wake up any later, my whole day is wasted, you know? 4:32 in the, oh my. I always feel like whenever I stream at this time, it's like convenient for all people, I feel. Because normally when I usually stream is at like 6 p.m., which is midnight in the UK. Because the dishes go on the rack. The dishes. Oh no, they can't. They can't even go into the sink. No. That would have been nice. Can I put them on the table? No, I cannot. So they only can go up here. Move these over. I'm gonna put this cheese grater up here. There we go. It's 12 p.m. You woke up at 12 p.m.? I feel like that's not too bad. 12 p.m. Middle of your day. Seems very easy to me, convenient. Oop. There was one time I went to bed at midnight and didn't wake up until like noon. It was a very interesting experience. I'm like, what happened? Where is everybody? 3:30? Oof. How are you still awake? I would be asleep by this time. Or maybe up, awake. It really depends on the day and my mood. I didn't go to bed until like 1-ish. Well, no, technically I went to bed at 12:30 because I was watching. What was I watching last night? Oh, I was watching Only Murders in the Building. That's what I was watching last night in my bed on my iPad. And then I fell asleep. Waking up and getting up is two different things. That is true. Oh, now I can't even see the thing. It's gonna be back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move this. Hold on. That is true. Waking up and getting up is a two different thing. But at least your mind is alive. Before breakfast, do you read some book in the bed? Not really. Usually when I first wake up, I try not to, but it's a habit of mine that I'm trying to break, is I look at my phone before I get out of my bed, which is a thing that I should not be doing. But I try to break that habit every once in a while. But my goal is to read a book before I go to bed and before I get out of my bed. Like a daily affirmation for myself to get started with my day. I can put this in here. Oh, these can go in here. Perfect. There we go. Is it good? I like the show. It's not too bad. I had to start all over because I forgot the whole thing. So I'm on season 1, episode 4. When Simsy streams, it's usually 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. for you. But I will still watch, obviously. Yeah, average day. I usually watch Simsy when she first starts, and then I kind of switch between my friends and whoever else is online to kind of like see who's on. Sometimes Dab is online, Shell is online, Miv, Zephyrin. I know Zeph has been streaming for like 8 days now, I think, because Zeph is doing a subathon. 9 p.m. and woke up 5 hours later. That sounds like me. I've done that before, like a few times. Went to bed at 9 p.m. and then my whole sleep schedule was out of whack after that. I'm like, this is not what needs to be happening, but okay, brain. If you want to do that, go right ahead. I don't mind as much. This is a dish. But where can I put it? I'll just put it up here for now. Yeah. Your sleep schedule is ruined because you work nights. I remember when I used to work at Little Caesars for about 2.5 years. I used to work the late shift. And this was like before I started streaming on Twitch in general. I just remember I was always so tired and like just wanted to go home because it was too much work. And then having to wake up the next day to actually go to work again, but in the morning, not pleasant. Don't miss it. So I quit. This was like several years ago, like back in like, I think 2015, 2016. Or I guess, no, technically 2014-ish to 2016-ish. And then I left. And then I worked at McAllister's for 3 weeks, and then I left that job because I didn't want to actually, go to work again. So I quit. And now I stream every day. I'm grateful I can catch your streams today. They make me happy. I've been working through mental health slump, and your streams bring me calmness and joy. Well, I'm glad they can bring you calmness and joy. But I'm sad that you're working through your mental health slump. Taking care of yourself is always important, always, Fessington, as you know. But you know what? You will get through this. 100%. I believe in you. I mean, I slept better than I did yesterday. I mean, that's a plus. Sleeping better than you did yesterday. I feel like my Fitbit is dead, so I can't track my sleep like I usually do. So I'm gonna have to find my Fitbit charger somewhere because I'm pretty sure that it died several days ago, and I packed my Fitbit charger somewhere, and I don't know where it's at. So I'm like, where is it? Oh well, I'll have to find it eventually. Okay. Oh, I also Jason Dolly's on Threads. Interesting. But no, I just sold my tea kettle last Tuesday. You woke up between midday and 1 p.m. Ooh. I feel like anything after like 1 p.m. is like my day's gone, you know? Siri Dan rhymes can be bonks at times. Ooh. I can put the Jewish candle thing. Oh, the menorah. I can put the menorah on the window sill to make it more space for the table. Oh, that's true. Oh, wait, that's true. Okay, you're right. Thank you. That means I can't put the plates on the table, but I can, however, that's a lemon juicer. No, I'll have to put this back in here. That's a good idea. I was texting my parents because they wanted to ask me something. Also, Izzy, welcome in. How are you doing today? Everyone should work in the service industry for at least a year. You were a waitress for 5 before I started teaching. Yeah, I worked in the food industry for a good 2.5 years before I kind of left to do, other things. Granted, I was working as a student event coordinator at the same time of working at Little Caesars and McAllister's. So I had like two jobs always throughout my entire, school life. And then I worked for AmeriCorps. So I've always had two jobs, full-time student, everything. Before I quit the whole thing and then graduated university to take streaming full time. And this was in the midst of me traveling to places over the past few years. I did too much. I don't know how I stayed sane through all the whole process of having to stream and then record videos and then traveling and then school and then my two other jobs. It was insane. I basically had 5 jobs for 6 years. Consistently straight. I never had one job. I always had two at the same time. Sometimes I would upload to YouTube sometimes every day or twice a day while still being in school. I was mentally unhinged. I wanted to cry. I think this is the only game in the background musical. Wait, I think this is the only game with background music that doesn't annoy me too much. Oh yes. This is the only game I really enjoy listening to. Even all the little clicky clack sounds that it has. And Izzy, welcome back. And I'm glad you're doing well. You made some eggs. Ooh. I had actually had eggs yesterday at 12 p.m. because I was bored. Not 12 p.m., 12 a.m. I got bored, so I made more muffins last night at midnight so I could use up all my ingredients while finishing All Grown Up, the Rugrats spinoff. Yeah, I can finally rest now. Yeah, it was a lot of work, but I can finally sleep and rest better. And now all I do is I stream and I make videos online and I run a small business and I am a social media consultant for other businesses. So I still do a lot. And I also run a podcast. Look, I don't know how to I don't know how to stop working. I just know how to just keep going. I don't understand. But I've been good though, Izzy. I've been busy moving and working like crazy. But it's been good. It's been good. I've actually been very happy these past couple of months, to be honest. I've made some good friends. I've been playing games with my friends. And I've just been having the best time, enjoying life. We have so much underwear. There we go. Many years you worked at a restaurant, didn't enjoy it that much. I feel like working at a restaurant can be fun at times, but then it can get a little bit too cray-cray. I think I just didn't like having to make pizza right when we closed. And I was like, we're closed. And they're like, oh, no, I'll wait. I'm like, no, we're closed. Please leave. I want to go home. I'm telling you, I wanted to go home so badly, but they just kept saying, no, I'll wait. Sephora didn't really feel like a job, though. Did you get free I feel like when you work at a makeup store or something, you get free stuff, or at least a better discount. That's the most relatable thing. Love it. Midnight snacks and midnight cooking. Always. The muffins are almost gone, which is not great. But you know what? They are sure delicious. I'm out of applesauce and vegetable oil. So I'm like, I need to go buy some more at some point. Yeah. I want to be you. I mean, I feel like I'm only, when I tell people my age, it's shocking. It's really shocking because when I tell people my age, which I'm only 27, they're always shocked because the amount of things I have done in a span of several years is wild to them. They would think that I would I'm in so much debt, doing all these different things. No, I'm not really in debt. I don't have any student loans. those were paid off by the GOV. But I don't know. It's like I have to give credit to my parents. They've kept me sane throughout this entire like school life and like just work life in general. If it wasn't for them, I probably would not be in the same position that I am today. I would probably cry my eyes out. But no, I've learned a lot over the past couple of years of what to do and what not to do. Yeah. Over and over today. Okay, thank you. I will just message them then. Also, hi. You worked at a pub, and that was a whole other kettle of fish. Oh, I believe you. Working at a pub in front of people? No, no, no. Let me just message them real quick then, and they can bring it over here. Student loans are like 30K. I'm never gonna pay that off. Oh, you're gonna pay it off. I believe you. I believe you. Hold on. That's not my address. Okay. There we go. Fix that. Especially if they're chocolate. I've never had chocolate muffins before. The ones that I made were oatmeal raisin muffins. And that's all I got. But I ran out of oil and applesauce. Those are the two ingredients that I've used up. But they're very good. An American cousin that had their birthday in August is older than that. Honestly, I feel like everyone's timeline and journey is so different that like we all do things differently each and every year. So, but yeah, my mom's here. My mom is here. I celebrate you. Everyone say hello to my dear old mother. We're playing a game called Unpacking. It's very fitting because I'm packing and unpacking this apartment every day. So we're just chilling. And there's a cap where you can't start paying off until you earn a certain amount. And being a teacher, I ain't ever gonna reach the cap. You're gonna reach it. I believe you. Unless something changes within like, life and, the government and things. I seen like an email about something that like you can, walkie-talkies. If you, what's it called? Sign up for something, or you like, I don't know. It was something that I got in an email from the government about student loans or whatever. Where is it go into the bedroom? Oh, cute. Cute. You're living your best life and the best is yet to come. I agree. A lot of cool things are happening. Will you give me a thumbs up? You read it. When people leave you on red, it's very weird. Just let me know you got it. Just let me know. Don't leave me on red. Where is this a skirt? Or is that a dress? Oh, it's like a coat thingy. Oh, oops. Okay, I'm gonna have to put all these coats. Oh, these are out of order. No, okay. Move this. No, the whole thing. Over here. I'm gonna have to organize this whole thing now. It's gonna take forever. These are out of line. Move this back here. If all the like little skirt thingies go back here, dresses go in the front. These coats, that's a gigantic coat that we put back here. That's like a winter coat, I feel. What if I move this back here? This game is just too relaxing. It's like you would not think this game is relaxing, but it really is. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, there, now we're finally getting somewhere, finally. Move this back here. Move this back here. That. Okay, finally got there. Whew. Student loans in the UK are more individual than taxpayers. Oh, the UK. Oh, yeah, the UK is definitely different than the US. That's true. So it's cheaper for taxpayers and more focused on the individual to pay their education. Oh, that is very interesting then. I always find like the UK versus the US, like student loans or just school wise is so fascinating to me. Like you go to college at 16 when you complete your like a specific type of test, and like that's so interesting. I watch so many TV shows about the UK like system. Like, wait, that sounds exciting. I don't know why. I just sat down on the couch and I'm so tired right now, but I can't go to sleep yet. May this energy of the stream keep you up for as long as you need it. We will be here to keep your mood up. £9,000 a year for 4 years of uni. What's that like? What's that in what's that in Fahrenheit? What's that in USD? That's okay. Considering that seems very cheap. Considering how much it costs for a 4-year degree in the US, that's considered cheap. No, to like in the US, I feel. Because technically, US for 4-year is like 30-40 grand. Depending on where you go to school, US for 4 years is way more expensive than that. Ooh, like 30-40 grand a year. A little bit too expensive. Oh, it's a dress. I don't know where to put this. Yeah. I'm going to uni in North Wales. Ooh, exciting. It's like the Tower of Honey game, but with skirts. That's true. So in the UK, you do A levels in school in sixth form, or go to college and do A levels there, or B Tech, which you did 2-level course for 1 year, 3rd-level course for 2 years, and now uni October for 4 years. Oh. That sounds kind of exciting. I don't know why, but it sounds so exciting to me. I would not do school all over again, but like, ooh. We unfortunately have no student loans. It costs 70 pounds per semester, or 70 euros per semester at uni. Oh, huh. Well, 10 to 12K for college diploma. Yeah, US is wild. 80K. Oh, school. What a pain. Also, it's back to school season to begin with. Yeah. I think these are pants. No, these are yoga pants, I think. Also, try not to mention your age in chat, by the way. I should try to mention that more often, because I always forget myself. Yeah, try not to mention your age. Thank you. I have so many sandals. Oh, these are ours. Where is the... Okay, that is so mismatched. What is this buffoonery? Put your high heels over here. I don't like things when they are mismatched, not in the right form. But college in Canada is more technical skills. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. You're all good. You're all good. Oh wait, our shoes were over here. Never mind. Ah! I found them. Crisis averted. We found our shoes. Hold on. Those are not faced right. Left. Right. There we go. See, now that looks more uniform. I'm sad because I can't watch Heartstopper right now. I love Heartstopper. It's a great, great show. But I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet because I don't have Netflix. Put the shoes under here. Put all of our shirts in here. Either way though, Feisty, I hope you have a great time with school and everything. I know you're gonna do great. All things will work out just fine. I believe in you. Everyone believes in you. Oh, a little pen. We'll put it by the side of the bed. And then our little wardrobe thingamabob can be put... not there. Over here. There we go. And our plant does not belong in a closet. We'll have to put our plant... It's a little bit tricky. Oh, up here in the living room. Well, right here. Without any expensive, I had to make like... I had to make for like equipment like camera. I had to pay around like 560 euros for uni now, and I'm really privileged in that regard. Honestly, it's definitely, I can understand. I had to pay for, like, for me, I never like had my parents pay for anything. I would always work to like the bone sometimes to like afford certain things. That way my parents didn't have to pay anything for me to do things. I always like had to like get scholarships. I didn't have to, but I did. But I can understand because textbooks are expensive. Oh, it just goes on the dining room table. There we go. I've learned a lot. Like if anyone's ever going to school and like going to college for the first time in general, I say never buy the textbooks, always rent them if you can. That way you're not spending a fortune on textbooks. I always used Chegg, which is like another place you can like buy or rent books for school at a cheaper price. Also, Little Spork, welcome me in, and Kayla watches. Hello, how are you? Good morning. We're playing the rest of Unpacking. I know we have this level, and then we have one more level, I think, after this one. I know it ends in 2018. 2000? No. 2018. No. 2018. I was like, what's the terminology again? I said 2018, but it's 2018. Oh, I don't like time. Time is illegal. Ew. Cringe. Help. Oh, you rented what I could through Chegg? Oh, same. Chegg has saved me so much time and money over the years because I would always go there. And like Spark Notes, wonderful time. Loved me some Spark Notes. Spark Notes and Chegg, and what was that other website that we all went to? There was another website that we all went to, at least I did, for like school books and other things. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's like in the UK or not, but I know in the US, if you go to ratemyprofessor.com, that's like another place to oh, it's cool. Another place to see the professors that you might have. Students will always go on there and like rate their professor to like let other students know what the professor's like to them. But I would never like take that with a grain of like take that to heart because that's their experience and not your experience. But that's like another website that I went to. Look at professors. I never really like use other people's like what's like other people's opinions to influence my experience throughout school, but it was there. Chick also has textbook quizzes answers too. That is also very true as well. Quizlet, thank you. Quizlet was the other one. Always Tanya, hello, how are you? We're talking about school. So, I hope you're doing well. Oh, another great way to like learn about plants. To learn about what do you call it? Quizzes and stuff, or like help you, quiz better is not Quizlet, but it's like Kahoot. I've learned more about like stuff through Kahoot. I really love Kahoot. Kahoot changed my life. 2 textbooks are expensive for your thesis. Oh, for your thesis right now, you had to buy so many books and print so many articles sometimes just to get like one quote out of them because your uni library didn't have the books you needed. Oh no. And that's where it gets scary expensive when the library doesn't have it. I always like revert to like the library outside of my university, or at least try and find, I'm gonna put these in the kitchen. Like find a way if I could like request a book from a different library to go to my other library. And if they don't have it, then I end up buying them if it's like the last resort. How do we get out of here? Oh, okay, I see it now. It's like an open floor plan. The kitchen and living room are in the same room, and then we have that hallway. Oh, that's cool. When you were in college, Rate My Professor had a chili pepper, and you could rate how. I'm sorry, you could what? Well, when I went on Rate My Professor, that wasn't there. That's messy. Your son just started school today, 12th grade. Oh my gosh! Congratulations to your son, 12th grade. I know all the emotions are flooding into your head right now of like high school, 12th grade. I send all the good vibes to him. Because I've been there, done that. Do not miss it. But I can say that 12th grade is going to be the best year for him because it was for me. I feel like my senior year of high school was the best year, I feel. I don't know why, but it was. I mean, I did choir, I did show choir, I did yearbook, I did news broadcast club, I did musicals, I did the fall play part, like helped with it. And then I did jazz choir. I did dance. I did a lot of things my senior year in high school, but I've done that like throughout my entire high school career. But like, oh, those were times. Killers of the Moonflower. No, I have not heard of that movie or seen it. Robert De Niro. Is that new? Oh, it is new. You know, I haven't even like looked at any new movies. Oh, it's not even out yet. It comes out in October. But no, I haven't even heard anything about like new movies lately because like there's a current writer strike and actor strike going on right now. So there hasn't been like any promotion about new movies or TV shows for a very long time, for the past, you know, month to like 3 months now, since the actors are not promoting any of their projects or future projects until the writer's strike and actor strike is over with. But I did not know at all. But I support, because everyone deserves to have fair pay, especially writers and actors, because they get paid chump change in residuals, and it's very sad on how much you get paid after the fact. Yik yak. That sounds familiar. Yik yak. Why do I know that website? Yik yak. Find your herd. Anonymously connect with everyone at your college. What? Why do? Oh, oh, no. I don't think I've ever heard of this website before. Huh. Interesting. Oh. Well, they relaunched in 2021. It launched in 2013 and then shut it down and then relaunched in like 2 years ago. Oh, he's in choir. He loves it. In fact, he just got back from Europe because he was an ambassador of music in Utah. Oh, wait, that's so cool. So my senior year, they had like a class trip every other year. And my freshman year, we performed at Disney during the summer. And then my senior year, like, I'm gonna say like probably after I graduated, or I can't remember the timeline. Either it was like close to like when I was gonna graduate. We performed at Carnegie Hall my senior year. And that was like my dream. My dream was to perform or like be in New York and perform at Carnegie Hall. And I did it. I didn't like do a solo, but it was like the whole choir, of course. And since I was in like the top choir, I was in chamber choir and I was in jazz choir. Or technically, I had to do double the amount of songs because I was in chamber choir, and then we did all the choirs together. But I performed at Carnegie Hall, and it was wild. It was a time. I really enjoyed Carnegie Hall. New York was wild though, back in like 2014. Questionable people over there, but what can you say? Your friends were in uni during the peak of that app, and it was a wild time. I bet. I feel like apps like 10 years ago were so different to now. Also, Erica, welcome in. Good morning, or good afternoon, actually. It is 11 a.m. I almost said 11 p.m., but it's 11 a.m. But welcome in. It's good seeing you. No way! Wait, that's so cool. New York for choir. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh my god. He's gonna have a fun time. I feel like when I went, which was like 10 years ago, that's a weird number. But no, when I went, it was so much fun. So when he goes, he's gonna have so much fun. I took a lot of photos. I get so excited about this because I loved choir. I took like over, what was it, like 700 photos. And they said, don't take any photos in Carnegie Hall. And you know what I did? I took photos in Carnegie Hall. I'm no longer there anyway. So where's my photo album? Oh, here it is. I even took a bunch of videos there too. Where in the world is, oh no, I took 552 photos while in New York. We took like a whole bus and everything. We went to this like one cafe where they sing all the time, and I got to sing with one of the waitresses at that restaurant, and that was a fun time. I was going up to go to the bathroom and they were singing, and then I sang, and it was very nice. Very exciting. We had like a whole poster on like the Carnegie Hall like signage thing where they announced like who's performing that day. I took several photos of that. I don't know. It was a time. I lost my phone in New York and I cried for 3 days about it. Couldn't find it because we went to go see the Newsies. No, yeah, we saw the Newsies in New York that same week, and that's when I lost my phone. I lost my phone in the theater, and I didn't realize until like after the fact we all left. So then I cried about it. I was hyperventilating for like 3 days, and then I got a new phone after that. They didn't find it after that. Deleted everything off on the phone anyway. It was like a Galaxy Note 2, so I didn't really care. But like, I cared because it was my phone. It was my lifeline, you know? My lifeline. Granted, this was like back in 2014 where I had no social media and I was not really the coolest kid on the planet. But I don't know. If anyone ever goes to New York, I think you all would have so much fun. I took a photo with a stranger. That was fun. Granted, the stranger worked at H&M, so I don't know what was wrong with me, but 2014 me was more bold and more outgoing than now. I'm more introverted and more shy than ever. So I took a photo with a stranger in New York, but luckily he was a worker working at H&M, so I was fine. I was fine after the fact. Anyway, we're officially done with this one room or this whole apartment. I'm nervous to let him go by himself. You know, there's always chaperones. I know some parents, my senior trip, or a choir trip, they had chaperones. You could probably ask that if that's a thing that you could do. Also, Flora, welcome in. How are you? But it's been a long time and I'm glad that you're here to hang out with us for a bit. We're playing Unpacking, and then we're going to be playing a new game for a short time called I Am Future. Well, honestly, I wouldn't say demand. I would suggest to him, because this is just me, just like suggest to like have him take a bunch of photos, or if he could like video call you at a certain point, that could be fun. So you could like say that you were there, you know, but through phone. So like taking photos and videos and like video calling could be fun. Just like not miss him as much, even though like he's like there and you're here. It could be a good idea. I can say with 100% certainty, we would have been friends in high school. I agree. I feel like we would. I think we would. I was like one of those kids who will always like go above and beyond to be excited about life and like try to make friends. And I don't know. I was just like, I feel like I was a very happy, energetic kid back then. Having FaceTime every day. Yes. Every day. On the hour, every day. Things have been really good, Flora. The movie's going really well. My parents are coming over today. My mom's gonna be over here today, I think, at some point. We're taking things out of my apartment. I think mostly my couch and my armchair, and I think that's it. And then some other stuff too. No. No, I don't want to start over. That'd be sad. Let's see. There we go. But things have been really good though. Nothing too wild, too crazy. Your cousin and you wore free hug shirts in Busch Gardens when we're 15, and I can't believe our mothers let us do that. I'm telling you, I keep telling people like I took a photo with a stranger, and they're like, "Are you crazy?" Yes, I was. I was crazy. I was like 18 back then. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I don't know. Oh, I even got my mom like a really cool like. I think it wasn't a necklace. I think it was like like a wrist charm thing. A bracelet, that's what it's called, a bracelet in New York. And then I got my dad a mug in New York too. We rode the ferry, almost to Ellis Island, but no, we rode the ferry to the Statue of Liberty. And that was fun. And I saw some prison. Is it Alcatraz? No. Hold on. What prison is in what prison is in like New York? I know San Francisco has like Alcatraz, which is no longer in like, running, but it's like some New York thing that I remember seeing. It might have been San Francisco. I don't remember. I just remember seeing like some type of big building. I was also on Broadway. I'm a Broadway star. Also, Little Smirk, enjoy your lurk. And also, Scarlet, hello. We're playing a nice, cute little cozy game called Unpacking. And we're actually in the last and final section of this game. 18-year-old Smags was a wild shit. I'm telling you, if we were like in the same like school, we would have been great friends. We would have been wild. We would have been wild. I'm telling you. Crazy. Oh, we have a little house now. We have so much. We have so much. Oh my god. I remember this level took me so long to do because there was so much we had to unpack. Because this house is huge. It might have been Ellis Island, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Ellis Island. I have to go through all my photos and like see. I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, we have new stuff now. We have more shoes than ever. We have a lot more things now. I do like that we've kept some of our old stuff. I want to try and build this house in The Sims. I said that one time ago, and then I never did it because I forgot. But now I'm like, now that we have parenthood and growing together, it's possible. It's possible to make this house in The Sims now that's grown together. Like that door, fantastic. You chickened out on writing the London Eye. Oh, I did that one time. I wrote the London Eye. Wait, no, I didn't. No. No, I didn't write the London Eye. It was too long of a line. No, what did I? I'm blanking because so many. It's been like. I went to London in 2018, I think. So it's been a long time since I've been to London. This was back when they had Sims Camp, and so it was like around like Get Famous when that was releasing. So I'm like, did I even write on the London Eye? Because I was with Sim Archie, and I think I was with Evelyn, like a few other people too. Okay. London in okay. But London, England. Also, Sailor, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good seeing you. Cozy times for a cozy Wednesday for some unpacking. The whole concept of the game is literally unpacking a person's life. That's literally it. There's nothing else there. You went on at night and you loved it. Oh, I bet at night it's way more exciting than like in the morning. Because we went around like in the afternoon, and that was literally it. But it was so much fun to like see all the sights. Wait a minute. Okay. But I'm doing really good though, Sailor. Thank you for asking. I'm having a very chill day today. Mostly because I'm just like unpacking and packing my apartment up this week to move back to my parents' house. But other than that, things have been going really great. It's like day-to-day wise. Not too bad. too bad. I want to go on the Ferris wheel in St. Louis, but I've never been. Even though I live like right there. It's not that far. But I should go at some point. But I don't want to go alone. See, my excuse is like I never want to go anywhere alone, so I just don't go. I just don't go because I don't want to go alone. So I just stay inside instead. It's way easier and cheaper. Not the toothbrushes on the ground. Don't worry. We have a toothbrush holder somewhere in one of these boxes. We have a bigger house now, so all of our stuff is pretty much everywhere, and it's kind of disorganized. Got band-aids that go in the drawer. But that's the fun liberties of unpacking your house, right? Man, what can you say? That was our only chance to be on it. Oh, I mean, never say never, Dad. We could always go again. One day, 1 year. Who knows? Clippers, a scale, which we'll put right here for now. A plant over here. Where in tarnation is our toothbrush holder? Where's our toothbrush holder? I can't find it. Our bath mat. Okay, that thing. Toilet brush. Manure. Okay, what? We have so much stuff. I remember I did this level the first time and it took forever to do because I was spending all hours in the day trying to make it work. Oh my goodness, McGee. A hamper? Oh, no, where are we gonna put that? More toilet paper. Love that. But like mother like son, my son chickened out. I noticed it as well, so I felt bad. He missed out on his experience because of you. He wouldn't go on without me, even though we paid the tickets. We ended up giving them to some other kid. Honestly, that would be me. I would be that person. I would be that parent. I'm like, I don't want to go. Enjoy other friend people. Enjoy your time. But you know what? There's always next time, I always say. Our tampons. We'll put that on the floor for a second. Pads. Detergent. More detergent. Lotion. Where in the bugs? Where is our toothbrush thing? Where did it go? We have so many towels. Oh my. So, a basket. Okay. Something gotta go. Something has got to go. This whole house is gonna take forever. If I had the opportunity to travel to the UK, I would visit all the places my British ancestors came from before they migrated somewhere in the 19th century. What? Oh my gosh. Honestly, that'd be a fun thing to do. I haven't traveled to all through the UK, but I would love to one day. Oh. I forget about this place all the time. I'm like, oh, we have a little closet here. I was like, how are we gonna put all this stuff in here? We have no room. Except we do. That's where our laundry's at. In our bathroom. That means I can put more towels in here. Yay. Plot twist, the toilet brush holder got lost in the move. Oh, I believe you. That's what I feel like could happen. That's probably a thing. Two of our loofahs. We'll put all of our shower thingamabobs on here. A little ducky Momo. Ooh, not like that. There we go. Ducky Momo. If my parents text me back. Wait. Okay. Whew. Some of your ancestors are also Irish from the island of Ireland. Ooh, Ireland. That's another place I want to go to one day. Also, always thank you for giving a gift sub to Becca, by the way. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Can we get some hype in the chat, please? And thank you for that brand new gifted sub. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. I'm gonna say that's shampoo or conditioner. I'll go with that. But Becca, I hope you enjoy all the emotes here in the Spring Squad. Thank you. Ooh. What if we just unpack all the boxes and then it'll tell us what needs to go where? Because I eventually feel like this is going to be very discombobulated very quickly. Let's just take everything out and then we'll know what goes where. Because it'll give us an error saying that doesn't go there. Put it somewhere else. Like, okay, I will. Ooh. Interesting. First chaos, then order. Perfect start. It's the only way to go. Now, if only that was like that in real life. If we could just take everything out all in the boxes, and then the items will tell us where they should go. That would be a dream. It will probably make the move a lot more simpler if life was like that. Just put everything on the floor, and then objects will say, put me here, put me there, put me everywhere. I'm like, okay, this could work. It may take more time, but that's okay. If life was like Unpacking, or like The Sims, depending on what it could be. You actually enjoy organizing things and changing things over time in a shelf. I do too. You know, what's so funny is that like, I was at my parents' house this past weekend and I was like, okay, I'm moving stuff already into their house. Seems easy enough. And we had to organize things anyway. So it was like, I'm already here. Might as well organize their entire cabinetry of all the mugs and plates and other random tidbits. And I did. And it looks so much more organized than ever before. And my brain feels so much more happier now that it's all organized. We even got rid of some old stuff that we didn't need anyway. Sometimes you just gotta step in and do what you gotta do. I also sometimes organize the shelves at Walmart. I don't know why, but this has been a thing that I've done for years where I would go into stores when my parents are, you know, with me or I'm with them. And I would immediately go to like a random aisle and start organizing things. And I'm like, I don't work here. I'm not being paid to do this. Why am I doing it? I could be messing up their whole system. But when things are literally out of order and they're not in their rightful place, I have to like do something because this is like not right. Why put a piece of like a rice bag that's 99 cents in the same section as rice that is the exact same thing for $1.29? Same brand, same rice, but bigger. Put it in the right place or not at all. I swear. Come on, it's not that hard. But then I have the habit of doing that too. So I'm like, that's just me. Like, let me just fix it for you. I think my brain has gone to the point where I'm like, I love organizing. So I'm like, let's just do some fun stuff around it. Only if it could be organized in the same out. Right. If someone left the cereal. Oh, I don't like that has happened before. Someone left cereal in the hair product aisle. I'm like, no, that's not where it goes. It's like the next aisle over. Just put it right there. It's easy. Oh, The game is proof that organizing other people's stuff is easier than organizing your own. Absolutely, I agree. Now, I just want to know, how can I persuade Walmart? Oh, more toilet paper. Great. How can I persuade Walmart for me to organize their entire, or organize particular aisles in their store to turn into a YouTube video? I'll do it. I do in a heartbeat. How to persuade a retail store to record in their store to organize their shelves. That'd be a funny video. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Why am I getting that many emails? What does this mean? Oh, that's not important, but it is important at the same time. Okay, there we go. Tepico, welcome Ian. Ooh. How are you? Hope all is well. We're playing a nice cozy game called Unpacking. Will we get a chance to play I Am Future? I don't know. My plan was to play I Am Future today, but knowing how slow I'm going and how much stuff I have to organize, we might have to move that game session to another day. Because I swear, this is the one level that takes the longest because there's so much more stuff, and there's a baby's room and everything. Why is that in here? Okay, never mind. To be honest, I don't know. What are your plans for Labor Day weekend? I mean, granted, I am planning to be out of this apartment by then. That is my ultimate goal. That's a gigantic trash can. My goodness. I don't know. I don't know if my dad will barbecue. I don't know what we're going to cook per se. It'd be very nice to cook something, but I would assume that we're going to probably cook something interesting and delicious as per usual. Probably relax, organize a little bit. I'll be vlogging that day most likely because moving and like cooking food. Maybe I'll go watch a movie or so. Not sure. What are you gonna do? But things are going really good though, Heavy Co. A very relaxing day as per usual. A lot of unpacking in real life and also in this game. So kind of a win-win, I guess. But so far so good. It hasn't been too cray-cray around here yet. We're gonna be moving some stuff around today. Living room is gonna be gone by the end of this week, along with a few extra tidbits. I think we might get rid of my couch and stuff today, maybe. If not, then Saturday. Not my couch, my bed. My bed might be gone this week. And then leaving my office is like the last place that I have to like get rid of and clean through and organize. Oh, pretty good. Oh, Oregon. When we went to visit the world's largest bookstore, there's a book. Oh wait, how big is the bookstore? Because I would go. It sounds exciting. I love Palia. Palia is so good. I just heard that they just got they added in pets yesterday in an update, and I'm ready to grab them. But I think you have to pay for them though. What level am I on Unpacking? I'm on the last level. So this is the level where they officially have, I think they got married, but I know that they have a child in this level because there is a crib and everything. This is the very last level, 2018. Which was 28? Yeah, I said that right, 2018. That was an interesting year, I will say. I'm gonna be sleeping in, very good. OT Europe Labor Day weekend, a full week. Oh, We'll definitely take a lot of photos for memories that might appear in your time hop 10 years later. You never know. First day of school is Tuesday after Labor Day. Well, good luck. Are you prepared? Are you ready for the students to come back to class? All I know, you're going to have a great time. I'm going to put that there for now. You're going to have a great time this school year. Looking forward to it. Very happy. I know the students will do fantastic. That there. Yeah, air mattress time indeed. I told my parents, when they take my bed, can you bring the air mattress over so I can sleep on that? Because I'll just gradually just like scoot it out of my bedroom and into the living room, or I'll just sleep in the living room from time to time. And then I could also bring over my, not my aircon, but my projector. And then just use that as like my TV while I clean my apartment for the last time. 4 stories high. Oh my goodness. That's the... Would you say it's bigger than the world largest? It's like world largest mall? Like the Mall of America? That's huge. A 4-story bookstore. Like a dream come true. Is that Peppa Pig? It looks like Peppa Pig. Oh, Paleo coins to get them? Oh. Oh, wait, we published our first book. That's right. Wait, I forget, in this game, so if you remember in the very beginning of the game, we loved art and we had like this pig that's somewhere in this house. Either way, we have a pig that we had as a kid. And all of a sudden, we wanted to become an artist. So we went to school for art. We got our degree in art. And now we are like a published world, famous author, designer, graphic designer. And it's so cool to know like all of our dreams are finally coming true. All of our little drawings from our childhood. This is like my favorite level of Unpacking because it shows the progression of our character's life. There isn't a name. We don't even know the character's name at all. We just know that they're just really cool. Peppa, is that you? Peppa? Peppa Pig? School starts tomorrow. Oh no! You're gonna do great. School will be fine. Let's go over here. Oh, we finally have a new computer modem. Thank goodness. All these copies of our book were just so famous. Okay, I'm just gonna put everything on the floor for now. Oh, our diploma. We also have a new drawing tablet now. I'm kind of glad that we have more space, because if we didn't have more space, we would have been struggling in that small little house that we had before. Oh, a lava lamp. More stuff. More books. We really have a lot of things. Up here for now. Journal. There we go. As it should. Exactly. As it should. If you all don't remember, we had a very toxic relationship last time when we lived in an apartment, and it was awful. So our character had a boyfriend, and when we moved in with him, which was awful, we were organizing the apartment and everything. It was nice, grand, great view in the city. And then all of a sudden, we realized we have little to no space of any kind. And I'm trying to figure out, where can we put our diploma? And the only place we could put our diploma is under the bed. That made me so upset, because the fact that we worked so hard for so many years to know that our diploma and our education is not even worthy to put on the wall shows that that was a relationship worth leaving. Toxic relationship. Never do it. If you're in a relationship that's like that, leave it. It's not worth the time or the effort. If they don't value your education and your accomplishments, they're not worthy of your time. It screams Don Lothario, but in high school years. Because I feel like Don Lothario would be like that. Actually, no, Don Lothario, when he got his first apartment as a college sophomore. I don't know. Don Lothario gives me the ick. Great sim at times, just a terrible personality. Oof. In your face, man child, literally. See, I'm kind of glad they didn't put names to the characters at all, which made it a lot easier to like have more of a relaxing game. So it's like, it's good. Oh, look, the baby's room. We have a baby. Caillou. Well, not Caillou. You know what? In my eyes, the only childlike show that I really like watching now, that I watch on the daily right now, is Bluey. I really love Bluey. I love that animated blue dog bear thing. But it's a dog. Bluey's a dog. But I love Bluey so much. I used to watch Little Bear a lot, and also Franklin, but those shows are over. So my next step is Bluey. I used to watch Little Bill. I watched all those shows as a kid. Even like Wow Wow Wubsy, even though it was too old for me, I still watched it. Yo Gabba Gabba scared me, and I was like 15. That show was horrifying. A Toxic Partner. It's called Man Child's West at 100%. Yes. I think my diploma is behind my parents' china cabinet. That's valid. My diploma is somewhere. I know I haven't even put my diploma on the wall at all. I just know my associate's degree, or my certificate that I got is still in an envelope, already opened. And then my high school diploma and then my junior high diploma is tucked away somewhere. And then my university degree, I don't know where that's at. It's somewhere, either here or at my parents' house somewhere. All I know, we're gonna put it on some wall. How could anyone not love Bluey? Exactly. Bluey is not annoying, but Bluey is like educational for every age stage. You have a Bluey plushie? That's so cute. I would love a Bluey plushie. Maybe I should buy that for my 28th birthday. That'd be very nice. Oh, we kept our little chicken eggs. Oh yeah, it's very, like, having any kind of plushie is really good for meetings. Because meetings can be kind of wild. I like how simple our bed is, or our bedroom. Oh, we do yoga together. That's very nice. Our little chickens. Baby monitor, which I know those are definitely what we need in The Sims. I think I've seen one episode of Bluey. It's okay. I'm more of a crime show person. Understandable. I was watching Law and Order yesterday, so I don't know how I go from Bluey to Law and Order. It's an interesting combination, I feel. At least for me. It's like crime show, child show, like what? Kind of wild. But Law and Order SVU is my crime show, my ride or die. That show is iconic. Nothing can beat it. Well, I have several favorites. Law and Order SVU, Criminal Minds. You know, the usuals. Wow, we have a lot of things. I hope I don't have this much stuff when I move out of my parents' house one day to have my own house. My ultimate goal in life is to only have a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom house. Or at least technically a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. That's what I want in life. But all on one floor. I do not want a 2-story house anymore. That was like the dream that I wanted, but not anymore. Too many stairs. Too many stairs. Bluey's your comfort show for you, small episodes. And that's what I like. Small episodes that don't take too long. They're simple, easy, good to watch. And you just keep on watching them over and over and over. I'm still sad because I just wrapped up finishing All Grown Up, season 5. And I did not know. Now, might I have you, I've seen the show plenty of times. But I swear, I did not even know the show ended the way it ended. It stopped at season 5, episode 10. And I'm like, there's no way that ended like that. They canceled the show because it wasn't performing as well. And I'm like, that doesn't give you a reason to cancel it. It was great. Just because you didn't like it doesn't mean you have to cancel it. I would watch it. If I had all the money in the world, I would reboot every single childhood show known to man and hire all the writers and actors and voice actors back so I can enjoy my shows again. Because I need closure. I need closure. Like Moesha, that ended funky. Like, hello? I love The Amazing World of Gumball. They're bringing that back, by the way, along with Phineas and Ferb, and they're also bringing back, well, they're wrapping up Summer Camp Island, and they're also wrapping up some other, like, cartoon show that I can't remember, but I love Amazing World of Gumball. That show was wild and made no sense, but it made sense. Also, welcome back, Tepico. Hopefully the phone call was good. Ozzy Cartoon Bluey's awesome. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. It's giving like Bluey is like a mixture of like Oswald and Wow Wow Websy to me. Attempting stairs before coffee would be such a bad idea. That's how hospital visits are made. That's true. That is true. I can't function after like a cup of orange juice or a cup of water, or at least they're moving my eyes. This is a timely game. Unpacking is like unpacking in-game, packing and unpacking IRL, literally. This is a perfect game for me, Coupon, I'm telling you. This game was made for me. And I love this game. Even though it's so stressful to figure out where to put everything, I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm just unboxing everything before we can actually start organizing. So we may just play this game for today due to like limited time that I have for today. So we'll play I Am Future another day. I can already guarantee it. It's gonna happen. Our safe. Oh, Steven Universe. Yeah, that'd be nice. I love that show. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it was a good show. Even Adventure Time, I just don't get the hype of Bluey. Might need to watch it again. You know, Dad, we'll have a watch party of Bluey then. Think of it as like Little Bill and like Arthur and Oswald. All those childhood shows we all watched as kids, all wrapped into one, but an Australian dog that is blue. That's how I usually see it. There's like a lot of life lessons and funny moments in the show. I have Roly Poly Oly Zoe's Birthday on VHS. I have that movie. I love Roly Poly Oly. And also JoJo Circus. Oh, they did? They played in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie? Oh. I have yet to see that movie yet. But I'm excited to watch it. We have more hangers. So many hangers, lordy loo. Okay, that's a bra. And that's another one, another hanger. Oh, Strange World in Chicago Fire, MD and PD. See, I need to get into Chicago Fire and Chicago PD, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, I know they're not bad, but it's like, I gotta sit down and watch them. Also, Square of Life, welcome in. It's good seeing you today. Hopefully all is well. Chicago Fire right now. Wait, what platform are you watching Chicago Fire on? Isn't that on Peacock? I need to watch the rest of Chicago Med, because that show was getting good. One of your kids are home today and I can barely stay awake. You will get through the day. We believe in you, Rebecca. I was like, how do we have this many clothes? But I forgot it's like 2 people. What else do we have? Living room's done. Okay, now we can finally organize this whole house. About time. Let's start with the entrance area. Oh, we're already done. Ah. Well, I guess the bathroom. Yeah, we can do a movie day Sunday. That'd be good. I'd be down. Heard of NZ Cartoons Brotown. Brotown. I have not heard of Brotown. I always feel like certain things sound so familiar until I look it up. Is it cartoon series Brotown? No, I've never heard of that one before. The New Zealand, 2004 to 2009. I feel like if shows weren't on Cartoon Network, I wouldn't know about them. Oh, I love Station 19 and Big Sky and Grays. Those are my 3 favorite shows. I hate all of the characters. I don't like any of them. They stressed me out. I don't like anyone in Grays except the children. The children didn't cause me any stress because they didn't do much. Zola's my favorite because she chose herself over anything else. It's like choosing herself, her mental health, good. But everyone else, messy. Too much. Too much. For 7 to 9 Sims, master bedroom with a separate wing that includes the master bedroom, bathroom, and sunroom. Ooh. Well, let us know whenever you're finished. Let's see some screenshots. Your sister's smart, records everything, so we have recorded episodes. Oh, YouTube TV. Maybe we should look into that. However, we have almost every streaming service known to man at this point, which is too much. But YouTube TV sounds interesting to me. Would you say it's worth it? Also, Panther Girl, welcome in. How are you? I think Grays will go on for a long time, at least for 25, 23 seasons at most. Well, okay, I'm an actor. I have an acting agent and acting manager now, which is great and fantastic. But Grace can't end until I'm on that show. I will not allow it. Once the actor and writer strike is over, things will go back to normal, hopefully, with better residual pay and everything else. But I am going to work to the bone to get on that show. See, I don't know if I want to live and like leave the hospital as a patient or like unalive as a patient. I don't know which one I want. I don't know which one I want. Do I want to live or do I want to die? No, if I live, I can come back. So maybe I want to live. Maybe I want to live in a Grey's Anatomy episode. Yeah, I'd rather live. Wants popcorn for lunch. Popcorn for lunch. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad, but that would mess up my stomach if I ate popcorn at lunchtime. Well, good luck, Rebecca, with that. Um, Good, just packing and doing school with your daughter. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm also packing in the game, or technically unpacking in the game, but packing and unpacking in real life. That's good. That's good. Well, hopefully things go well for you today. Call glasses. Oh, I can't do that. We already know what that's like. Glasses is wild. People don't make it out alive in that hospital with him in it. There's already been 2 fiascos. When he first showed up, and then, the other episode that happened. Not a fun time. I would love to see the other side of the table, at least. Don't get the children and like popcorn for lunch too. It depends on the type of popcorn. I don't mind kettle corn. Brotown is a Television New Zealand website if you American folks care to look. I just looked up Brotown. It was on Network 3. I could probably find it somewhere on like some website to like watch it. Mm-mm-mm. You're running out of boxes. I'm also like running out of boxes too, but I've learned that I actually have a few more boxes in my closet that I did not know I had. So you never know what you can find when you're organizing. Now, where do I want to put? I'll put all these in the bathroom. Oh, we don't have that in here. Let's see. Secondary bathroom. Put that up here for now. Oh, we can't. Oh, that's literally for the baby. Never mind. There we go. Yeah, you can send it to one of my mods. That'd be great. Yes, yes, yes. Put some of our little things here. We'll make some room for our clothes. Yeah. In here. All right. Okay, those don't go in there. Hats. Shirts. Hat. These shirts are so cute. There we go. You threw away a bunch of stuff too. I did too. I had to go through a lot of things, and I still do. Like, my closet is full of random stuff that I don't know why I have. So I definitely need to get rid of it, for sure. That's a good thing, though, because when you throw things away, you can make room for other stuff. But enjoy your lurky looky pond. Yeah, the move is going pretty smoothly right now because I actually have less stuff than I did before. It's not going as like quick as I would like. Because of course, me cleaning and just in general, A, B, C. Where's B? Oh, B, A, B. All the E's. But with the help of my parents, things are going very smoothly. I'm telling you, if I lived like so many miles away, I would be struggling right now. I wouldn't know how to function as a human being if I didn't have my parents nearby to help me move my stuff. So, with their help, anything is possible. Okay, B. Check all the blocks. Like so. Where's the other B? Hello? Oh. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Also, Lynn, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good seeing you. Ooh, okay. Thank you. I will. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I can watch it for free. I will watch that later then. Thank you. Gives me a new show to watch while I'm waiting for other things to come back on the telly. Thank you, Freya, for that. Oh, we have room over here. But welcome in, Lynn. We're currently playing a nice, cozy, unpacking game. called Unpacking. It's nice and comforting, I would say. It's one of those games that you wouldn't think that would be very relaxing, but it actually really is. It's a good comfort game. It's on every single platform as of right now. It will soon be available on the phone at some point. I just don't know when. I forget when they said it'll be available. Oh, over here. I can't put that there. This shirt needs to go over here. The little pacifier. Books can go back over here. The tiger can go right here. Oh, I got a sticker. That's so cute. Oh, a fuzzy friend. You hate work. Honestly, I can understand. You will get through it. Only a couple more hours if you have that long of hours left before you get off of work. You've got this. You will make it through. Anything is possible. But I'm glad that you're here to hang out with us though today for a nice chilled afternoon or evening. Put them over here. I forgot I can put stuff up here. Ooh, your lunch break. Ooh, nice. We're playing a cozy game today called Unpacking. We're just kind of chillaxing along, unpacking a person's life through their boxes. And let me tell you, this game is too therapeutic for me. I could sit here all day, but I could also fall asleep at the same time. But it brings me joy, though, to have a comforting game. But what are you going to be eating for lunch? Anything in particular? Okay, the baby's room is pretty much one and done. Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice little baby's room. That's cute. You love how you organize the blocks. Thank you. You actually get a sticker. You get stickers if you like stack certain things a certain way. And I wanted to be able to complete all the stickers. I have yet to do half of them. I'm missing 2 stickers from our time when we graduated university into our first little house. Like I'm missing a few. But I want to get all of them eventually one of these days. There we go. But thank you. A baby's room must be neat and tidy. Our room, however, not so much. Also, Freya, enjoy your night. Thank you for hanging out. And thank you for that link for Brotown. I have to give that a watch because that sounds quite fun to me. To watch a new show that I'm not familiar of. Thank you. Yeah, the stickers are like very helpful to know. I don't know how to get them all, so I'm trying to place things in certain ways to get where they should go. So this is like my 3rd time playing this game, and I feel like the more that I play, the more things I unlock that I didn't know could be a thing. And I'm like, wow, so this is what it's supposed to be like. It all makes sense. But I love stickers as well. Stickers are my favorite thing to collect. Ooh, a salad. A salad sounds exciting. I haven't had a salad in a while. I should probably buy some salad or something. Oh, I was like, do we no longer have an office? But we do. Put that in here. Our dining room. Let's go to our bedroom. That's such a nice touch for people that are completionists. Yep. And I'm one of those people. The amount of times I went back to replay The Walking Dead, all the Walking Dead games, might I have you, to complete every single achievement, I really mean it. And I'm still not done. I'm currently on season 2 of The Walking Dead, the video game by Telltale Games. And I'm playing it on my Xbox because I've already done a full playthrough. I'm pretty sure, like a whole complete playthrough on my PC. And I'm like, I need to complete it, but on my Xbox. I need everything. Like this is my Steam library, by the way. I have too many games on here, kind of wild, kind of crazy. But as you can see, Walking Dead Season 1, 48 out of 48, got that completed. Season 2, 40 out of 40, completely done. Season 3, New Frontier, 30 out of 30, done with that. Final season, still need to replay that. I only have 29 out of 48. So eventually we're going to replay this game at one point, one of these days, or I just do it by myself. But I have that. Michonne, 21 out of 21. So I have all the achievements except for the final season. And I'm missing like 15 plus achievements to collect before I complete all of it. But I love The Walking Dead. I've played this game several times, like way too many. But it gets better every time I play. And I do different choices. Ooh, a gyro. My dad loved gyros a lot. He hasn't eaten them in a while. Okay, my mom's on her way to bring over the teapot, which is good. But yeah, I really enjoyed playing The Walking Dead. But yeah, I do have a lot of video games, Daphne. I do indeed. And I continue to collect more as time goes on. At this point, I'm gonna say I'm gonna have maybe 500 Steam games at one point. One of these days. I don't know when. Some might say you have a problem. I don't know. I never heard of that before. Never heard of that terminology before. It sounds kind of crazy. Be streaming? For another hour, most likely. I don't get off until 1. So probably for another hour or so. You should replay Wildflowers. We haven't played it in a while on stream because life. I have yet to complete Wildflowers yet, and I want to one of these days. Because I only just got to the point where I can change to the next season, but I don't have the correct incantation to do so. You love getting all the achievements in the game. I feel like I've seen everything the devs wanted me to see in the game. Exactly. And I think that's why I like playing video games, because I can see what the devs really worked on and how they did it when you do all the achievements. Plus it makes them happy. I feel like it makes them happy when people go back and replay their games to see what they would see what the players would see. Like I definitely want to play through The Last of Us and Uncharted and Until Dawn one day, because I've never played any of the games and I love The Last of Us. And I'm like, I could really do some things with that, you know? Time to go make some food. Have fun eating some foodie foods. But yeah, we'll be ending like in an hour, so like at 1 p.m. Central. So in the meantime, we have a lot of unpacking we have to do. I'm gonna actually put this in our dining room if we have one. We do. That part gets tricky. It does. I feel like it's like I'm getting to the point where I'm almost to the incantation, but I think I'm missing like 1 or 2 things for it. But I'm almost there though. You're all so guilty. I feel less alone. I feel less alone now. I'm telling you, having so many Steam games is a good thing and a bad thing, because like you want to play all of them, but you can't play all of them because you're just one person. But it's like, I want to play them all, please. I want to rotate it, but the other way. I want the cat. Oh, it is faced the right way. Never mind. Like there are games that I have bought, but have never played on stream because I've been so busy, and I can only have a hyperfixation of like 4 games at one time. Like Wildflowers is one, Stardew Valley is another, Sims, Dreamlight Valley. But now it's like Palea's in the mix now. So it's like, ooh, it's so hard to choose which one's like the good one to play with, you know? Especially if you have to get things from the glowing. Exactly. The glowing is what's taking forever. I need to upload the VOD that we did last stream to YouTube because I kind of remember what we did, but I also don't remember what we did. I just know we got to a point where we're almost there to like getting to the second part of the gloaming and uncovering more secrets and then changing the seasons. We're going to be going on a date with Kim at some point soon, which I'm very excited about. So that I'm looking forward to. Kim is so cool. And I also want to finish Stray Gods as well. That game, when we played it, we don't have much left of that game. We're almost done with that one. That'll be like a whole stream thing. But yes, the VOD channel. I have to say, I'm getting very good at uploading to the VOD channel more frequently, which is very nice for my brain, at least, to know that I'm ahead, but also not too far behind. At least. But now, I think once I actually catch up and move back to my parents' house slowly but surely, my next step is fully on making every single last thumbnail that I have yet to not complete for the VOD channel. I have to make over 300 thumbnails for the VOD channel for all the VODs that I have been posting on there for the past several months. And then put them in their proper playlists. That's going to take some time to do. Looking forward to that, honestly. It's going to be a time, but it's going to be worth it. Help. I wanted to hate you this weekend. I couldn't get anything done because I couldn't stop playing Palia. You're welcome. You are welcome, my friend. Now, don't you just feel better? You are welcome, and I'll do it again. But no, the game is so much fun. But yeah, I have to make 300 thumbnails. Luckily, the good part, I take so many screenshots and video games that we play on stream, because most of the games that we play are through Steam. So it makes life a little bit much easier for me that captures screenshots this way. Especially when we play The Sims. You are finally! Finally! You can now join the addiction with us. But I've been so obsessed with Paleo lately that it's kind of hard not to put it down. Because, like, it's a cozy game. Every time I play a new game, I'm, like, thinking, I don't know if I'll like it or not. And then I'm in it, and I'm like, oh no, this game's actually really fun. It takes time to get it, get into it. But once you get into it, it's like, yeah, that's where it's at. Especially when you play with friends. That's like another fun thing. What everyone is hyping about, so I want to try it, yes. And it's free. That's the best part. You can never turn down a free game. When it's free, that's the most exciting. There we go. We'll put this... Oh, we can't put that there. We can put it there. I want to move... I'll put the printer over here. And then move this. Oh, I can't. Okay, so the printer must go back over here then. And the easel go over here. I'll go back there. Put this in here for now. Perfect. Yeah, you can play with friends. We have been playing with friends for years. Because I played with Dab and Lady Brittany in another stream. I don't know if you were here or not for that, but we did. And then me and Kenya and Dab have been playing together too. And I played with Shella, and I'm gonna try and play with Gluon at some point. Your niece is getting into The Sims. I just spent $80 on packs for, oh my, 80. Ooh. Hopefully it's the ones that she wanted. I hope. Oof, $80 is a lot. At least you didn't have to spend for the base game, at least, because that would have been bad. At least the base game's free now, which is nice. But oof, and packs do be expensive though. Over here, no, fine. But it's so much fun though. And you're upset that I have to wait until the holidays to play Paleo on Switch. Your PC is too old and slow. I feel bad for people who can't play Paleo right now because it's so much fun. But I think the best part though, right now for Paleo, is that they're figuring out all the bugs first before they port it to like another system. So basically all PC players are the test dummies. We go through all the crashes and issues before anyone else does. We are helping you all. It's a rough over here in these streets. Because the server went down, I think, yesterday. And then it got back up again the next, like, a few hours later. Oh, a bundle and 4 kits. Oh, that's good. Bundles and kits worth it because kits are like $5. But those bundles, iconic. Iconic living room. Up here for now. Oh, interesting, Owanu. But I would assume that they'll probably release Paleo for Mac during Christmas or so. But they haven't really said anything about that. So hopefully, that's what I'm hoping. Oh, we can put them on the coasters. That's cute. Okay, I can work with that. That chair seems uneven. Oh, here's the other coaster. Okay, over here for a second. But she has anxiety and it helps her, and I will go broke, do anything if it helps her cope. Oh, that's so nice of you. I'm telling you, Sims is very relaxing, and it helps me cope. I literally play The Sims because it relaxes me, even though my Sims cause me a lot of stress for no reason. But other than that, Sims is my comfort game that I like playing a lot. It brings me a lot of joy to know that it's my escape from reality, or like my escape from like the stress. Oh, that's a neat table. I love it. Organized. I just got eat it. Bye. I'm glad they're doing beta testing like this. To be honest, it's the best way to see if the servers can handle even the players. Yeah, and I'm even glad that they also have it where they don't have like as many people in each server. So it's only like I think 10 to 12 players in each server, which is not that bad. Reduces like the lag and like reduces like other things too. So maybe this is like for the best. No, put it in the middle. Thank you. Put the menorah right there. Thank you very much. Put our napkins in the kitchen, most likely. Oh my goodness. We can't put it there. We can't put it there either. It's gonna have to go into the dining room. Let's put it there for now. This game kind of reminds you of Legend of Zelda. Oh, Palia? It has like a similar vibe to like Stardew, Animal Crossing, like those comfort games, like even like a little bit of Zelda too, without the whole like fighting. And I think that's kind of what I like about Palia. There's no fighting in the game, which makes it more relaxing. The player, like me. Where's our office? Oh, it's right here. Sims games relax me until they set themselves on fire for no reason. And that's when you have to step in and mediate the situation, because that Sims be doing the uttermost for no reason. Like, why? Like the other day, both my Sim parents unalive for no reason. Well, they were old and it was their time. But that did not give them the right to do that. I don't have time. When I just started the new gen, the Sim parents just leave us like that? No. That was uncalled for. Oh. No, thank you. Like, give me my stuff. It has become that for her. So for you, it's money I don't mind spending. That's really nice. I can't put it there. What? I can't put it there either. What? Okay, so it must go into the office. I'll just tuck it away. Saturday was like number 134 in line to get to the server. That's a lot of people. It shows how popular Palia is then. Because most bugs aren't caught by the player testers because they're not actually players. Most of the time, like, so like when I get early access like to packs and stuff, I like you know how I got early access to like the Yeehaw pack and then Cottage Living? I report bugs as like I see them, but then sometimes they're not always like caught at the same time as the release. But oof, it could be really fun to like play test the games ahead of time before they release, because it's definitely a lot to go through, like with bugs in the game, and see how they can fix it before they release it to the world. There we go. It's cute. Yeah, so like that's the other thing too. Most of the time when there's like early access or like play testing, it's always like base game and like the one pack. So like not knowing what the other packs would be like with the new pack installed. What do you mean I can put that there but not the other book? What is this buffoonery? And I'll put it down here. What? No, let me put it right there. Thank you. And I'll put my award up here. This right here. This book right there. There we go. How dare they unalive? Unless it's the legacy heir. We can't let them die. They need plot armor. Also, 14 Greek K, welcome in. How are you? We're playing a cozy game today called Unpacking. Oh, that's just shredding stuff. Okay. And there's also the fact that bugs don't appear the same way for everyone. That's also the other thing too, because everyone's computer is so different compared to like EA's computer. You are correct, Amundo. So the dining room's basically done. Living room, kitchen, and then everything else upstairs. Oh, our chickens. There we go. Just line them up one by one. Cute. Ooh, Palia. Love that. We love Palia in this household called the Spring Squad. I really enjoy Palia. More and more people are playing it, and that makes me so happy because the game is free. I just hope that to one day, once they figure out everything else with the issues, it'll be on Switch. Oh my goodness, I'm stressed. This kitchen is a hot mess. I'll put this here. Toilet paper. It's gonna take some time. Lunch secured. Nice. Oh. What did we get for lunch today? You said something about air frying. I forget what it was. I was gonna throw my husband stuff, and I found an old CD game called Oregon Trail 5th edition. That game sounds familiar. I don't know why, but it does. Oh, around the holidays? Okay, good, perfect. There's another game that I want to play on stream. We did play it before. It was called Lake, which is a nice cozy driving game that I think everyone would love and appreciate. Um but it's a nice game that we have played, and they're coming out with a new DLC, which I'm very excited about. It's in the wintertime. I feel like that way with Dreamlet Valley did early access for a bit, to be honest, because normally you have early access free or cheaper, or in the finished game, either paid or similar price. Yeah. And they even did that with Palia, because they had like a partner program with people who could play the game early, which I thought was pretty cool. Okay, no, right? Oh, it can't go. Okay, that's fine. Turkey sandwich with air fry fries. Please share with the class. The class would love some of those little French fries. I would too. One fry. One. But how big is the fry? That's the real question. Big fry, medium fry, small fry. Okay, I can't put those there. I can put pots and pans. I'll put this up here for now. That's one of our awards. We'll put a towel here and like another towel here. Oh, it's gonna take forever. The kitchen is where the most, we have to put the most stuff in here. Yeah, this game is on Steam. It's on Steam, the Switch, some other platforms too that I can't remember. I know it's on Xbox Game Pass. But yeah, this game is on Steam. All of our spoons. Don't we have a knife somewhere? Oh, we do have knives. Okay, knives over here. Our forks, and then our magnets. They're gonna be putting this game on the mobile phone very soon. Oh, look, our partner. You can see like our friends from university, and then us two, and then our character, and then their partner, which I think is so adorable. You're literally seeing a person's life through their boxes. It's so cute. Oh, you got a lake. Oh, you got it for free for Amazon Prime loot. Oh, that's so cool. I enjoyed Lake so much to the point that I want to replay it again. Just to see what we can do. Because you can like date other people in Lake. So I want to try it out again just to see what it's like, you know? Also, Annie Bug, welcome in. How are you? Hope all is well and so well. And life is treating you grand. We'll put this here. In this drawer, we could put our cutting board along with some other utensils that we don't need. I know. I think everyone would like love unpacking. I just want them to be a second game. So bad. That's all I need. That's all I need in my life. A second unpacking game. And then my life is complete. I forget how much the game costs though, but I know it's like, for me, it's worthy at the price. Okay. Cutting things. We could technically... Oh, we have more... Oh! I didn't know we had that much more space. See, it really goes to show, once you start organizing, you have all the space. Wow. Okay, that's not bad. That's fancy. And we'll put all of our cooking utensils in this drawer over here. Yeah. 15 or 20? I think so. Let me check. That is... Wait a minute. Oh, I don't even have Unpacking on my Steam library. I have Unpacking on my Xbox library. That's what it was. Oh yeah, it's $20. I forgot I got this game on Game Pass. That's right. I got it on Game Pass so it's free. But yeah, $20 on Steam and I'm pretty sure on the other platforms as well. But I know if you have Game Pass, it's free. That's always fun. You think your husband loves chess? He has like 3 chess boards and 2 of them are glass ones. That sounds kind of fancy. I feel like that's when you know you're truly dedicated to the craft of utilizing a glass chessboard. I would be too scared to use one because I'd be afraid if I would break it. Be like, I don't know if I can use it because I think I might break it or something. Okay, let's move our rice cooker. Have more of these things over here. Oh, my bad. More of our pencils, pots and pans. These things. I wish you could stack your pots and pans, but you can't. Put most of our utensil stuff down here under the sink. Like our salt, and then our sugar, and then our honey up here. I'm afraid to pack it. I mean, like, I think what I would do, like, if it was me, I would mostly just, like, wrap it in, like, not cardboard, but it's, like, paper packaging as much as possible. Like, at least 4 layers of paper packaging. Or bubble wrap or whatever. Something that's eco-friendly. Bubble wrap isn't. But, like, paper packaging could be good. Sometimes paper plastic bags or brown bags that you get from the grocery store at times could be useful to wrap those in. I would never put them at the bottom. I would probably put them somewhere at the top. That way it's like the most protected at least. This can go over here on the floor for now. That's just me. That's what I did with all my plates. I put them in like paper. Personally, I would wait for it to be on sale. It's a great game, but it's a quick playthrough. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. Unpacking is a very quick playthrough. For me, it took me nearly 6 hours to complete this game. Or at least 4 hours, I would say. 4 hours at least to complete this game because I'm slow. And I'm also streaming it too. And I feel like if I wasn't streaming this game, it would take me way less time. But yeah, definitely 100% a quick playthrough for sure. I'll put all of our mugs up here. There we go. Cute. Ooh, that's another one too. Bath towels or sheets. That's another good way to protect your glass. Another way. Ooh, all of our mugs. Come on, don't be shy. There we go. Don't we have more mugs somewhere? Ooh, a spice rack. Put that up here for now, just for the safekeeping. All of our bottles. We'll have to put these underneath the sink. Bug spray. Some of these towels that we have. Soy sauce. You pack things like that with bath towels. They say it's more protected that way. And it's true. They are. I want to open up the fridge. Please, come on. Let me open up the fridge. These are a bunch of oil bottles. So put this down here for a second. Put all of our spices and whatnots in their rightful place. Oh, our oven mitts. I forgot about that. Take this towel off. We'll put them on the oven. Or on the stove. Stove place thing. And we'll put all of our little things there. Cute. Our tongs can be placed in a drawer. A globe. This does not make any sense at all. Hold on. It's like playing Tetris, but with utensils. Round fries? Please explain. How do you make round fries? That sounds fancy to me. I don't know why, but it does. Round fries. I don't have any potatoes. I would love some potatoes right now so I can make French fries. French fries sound really good and tasty right now, I'm not gonna lie. I always end up putting things in the air fryer. That's all that I know. And I love my air fryer so much. I'll never get rid of it. Ever, ever, ever. Because you can make so many things in that. Even your Instapot, like I make rice in my Instapot all the time. Also, yeah, Ivy, welcome in. You're just stopping by. You love this game. This game is a lot of fun. I find this game super relaxing and therapeutic for me to play. If I ever feel stressed or anything, my go-to comfort game. You have a few more rooms left to finish, actually. Uh-oh. Yeah-oh. Okay. But yeah, we have a few more rooms. We have the kitchen, living room, and bathroom and closet to complete. Oh, air fryer is life. Air fryer forever. You could do no wrong with an air fryer. It's a worthy investment, I feel. If you're looking for something worth buying, I say get an air fryer Instapot combo. That way, you have more bang for your buck. It'd be perfect. Okay. Where did I put the cups before? That doesn't go. I don't want to put that in there. Oh, it's a little koala. Cute. Put our bowls up here. Oop. There we go. But yeah, totally worth it. It can get expensive, but I think it's like worth the price. I forget where I got mine. I think I might have gotten mine from Amazon, I believe. I forget how much I paid for it though. But yeah, I got mine from Amazon. Amazon could do no wrong. Put some of these little things down here. Actually, no, we'll put that up somewhere. I can go up here. The plant does not belong in here at all. Utensil thingy. This up here. Oh, we have even more plates. Okay, well, what if I move this here? Move the plates over here. This thing belongs in the dining room, I would assume. So will it kind of fill up? Oh, no. No, oh. Okay, not the dining room then. We'll just place it up here for now. This is like our miscellaneous shelf up here. Things where we don't know where they are being placed, but we know that they're being placed at least somewhere. And that's all that matters. As long as they are somewhere, we're good. We'll put our little plant back here as a way of life. Move this thing. And we'll put it behind there. Oh, along with our whale trophies. That's right. I forgot we got awards. Put those in there. Our matches can be put right here. And then these utensils, we're finally getting somewhere, besties. We're finally getting somewhere with our life. This game is finally making sense. Oh, our baked goods in here. Cookie sheets belong in here. Or I guess parchment paper. Can't put anything in there, can I? Those ones, cool. But yeah, it's totally worth it. I think you could do no wrong with a good appliance. Even having like your very own like Ninja. I have a Ninja blender and I love my Ninja blender. Put that in the sink for now. Just a few little things that you could do no wrong as you continue to buy things for your house or for whoever. Oh, here's the other bowl. The bowl, tongs, measuring cup. We'll put this back here. We'll put the toaster right there. But I now kind of want to switch them. Put the toaster in here. And the rice cooker in here as well. So that way it's a little bit more filled in. I don't know about this globe though. Oh no, Savvy, I can understand. Paleo does take forever to download. It took a while for me to get it downloaded because I don't know why. But it takes a while. It took me about like an hour to download. Which wasn't too bad because I was doing other things while I was like downloading the game, but plus it's its own launcher too, which I also realize. I have 2 cookie cutters just like this one. Oh, that didn't go there? Oh, it's just a kitchen thing. But I love my little things that I got for my little kitchen. I thought it was so adorable to have those things at hand. I have yet to use them properly, but I do have them. Oh, these have to go somewhere else. Ooh. Where am I gonna put all these things? Oh, so much stuff, so little room. Yours is gonna take forever before my Wi-Fi turns off. It shouldn't take that long. What's the percentage of the download right now? Where can I put this? Oh, up here. I also don't think an hour is long. I've had games take 6 hours to install. Yep. It took it took me about 5 hours plus to install Baldur's Gate 3 onto my computer. That took way too long. That was a lot to go through. But you know what? It was worth it because I love Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is a really great game. Not there. I want to zoom in. Can I put this on here? No. In the sink? No. Where can I put it? I just want to put it somewhere. Oh, the second part of the download. Okay, so you might be getting close, I would assume, of it being done for the final stage. There we go. You saw the gates of that game? Yeah. It was very large. I'm like, oh no. However, I'm never reinstalling GTA 5 because that game took way too long to install. It took 13 hours to install on my computer. Not doing it no more. No more. Those games take forever. I can't do it. Okay, something has to move and change. Unless I move the cutting board onto here. That way I have room for all my utensils, which I'm gonna have to do anyway. Yeah, I'll just do that instead. That way it looks a little bit more uniformed. Measuring cup can go somewhere. I can put the measuring cup right here. Then this thing right up there. Perfect. Sadly, it's time to work. Oh, Annie Bug, have a good rest of your day. It was good seeing you. We'll see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow. we're going to be playing The Sims, and I'm going to be actually doing a collab stream with Daphne, where we do the 10-minute versus 1 hour build challenge. And it should be pretty interesting, I feel. I've never done it, but I've seen Simsy do it one time on a YouTube video, and I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, I was like, I might as well take the cutting board out, because like it's way easier that way. Oh, we have this coffee pot thing. No, not like that. I'm pressing so many buttons today. That doesn't go there. Up here? That is very interesting. I probably could put the coffee press in front of the pots and pans. Oh, I do have a lot of room under here. Oh, I have so much room. Move this one. Oh, that's true. I have so much more room now. And then putting this down here. Oh. Put that up there. Put this down here. That's a smart idea. The kitchen looks a little bit more uniform now. Yeah. That does make a lot more sense of putting the coffee press in front of there. Look that way. Yeah. Looks good. I like that. I know, I can't wait too. I'm looking forward to playing another challenge with you, Daphne. It shall go pretty crazy, but pretty good at the same time. I've done the 10-minute build challenge too many times to count, but I've never done a build swap before, where I build for 10 minutes and then we switch builds, and then we try to like continue off on where the other player like finished. Like a build swap time build challenge. It's gonna sound chaotic, but it's gonna be super fun. Now I could have sworn, oh, we do. It's here. It's been a long time coming. It's been forever. It has. It has indeed. I was like, where's our Wii controller? Or our console? We'll just put our little Wii stuff. You can really tell it's dated because no one has a Wii anymore. Well, not to my knowledge. I think Maggie has a Wii still. I sold my Wii. We'll stack all of our game boards. Actually, we'll put them under the table instead. But if you have any other ideas, Dad, for a nice collab stream, let me know. Always down. I'll just put them under here, and then we'll do our games like that. That way we have a little bit more wiggle room. Yeah. You still have yours? Really? Ours, like, I didn't really use my Wii. Neither did my parents. We never really used the Wii that much. So we just got rid of it. All we had was like Wii Sports. And I think like some other game on there. Which honestly, those are the only games I actually really played anyway. So, what color should I make the outside of the house? What about a combination of blue and or wait, what about orange? Orange and brown. That could be an interesting combination. You have your GameCube still? I still have my PlayStation 1 and 2, and that's all that I have left. You can't find your Wiimotes? No. Those were the best things about the game, about the Wii. I miss my little person, though. My little person was iconic. Oh, you do? I'll make a list and send over. Perfect. Where do I look at all of my little movies? We have a lot of video games. Lordy Lou. Oh, Jumble? Or a little book. Put them over here. Put the rest of our little stuff over here on this side. Oh, Sims 2 Castaway always. Because I forgot that was on the Wii. I know, like, Sims 2 Castaway or just Castaway in general was just the best thing in the world. I wish to one day that they, like, either revamp it or do something, because that game was iconic. I loved, like, Sims 2, and I still play Sims 2, but, like, I loved all the old Sim games a lot more for the nostalgia that it brings for me. But imagine them putting, like, Sims Castaway, My Sims, and, like, on the Nintendo Switch. Now that would be iconic. Oh, the SNs? I wish I owned a GameCube and, like, one of those, like, handheld consoles. I only had PlayStation 1, 2, and Xbox 360, the regular Xbox, and then I had a Game Boy Advance SP, and then I had a Game Boy Color. And I thought I was the coolest kid on the block if I had a Game Boy Color. Oh, wow. Oh, there were different ones? But what was the difference between the Wii and the Wii U? Was it just more features? You've been working on your house for your Gen 3 of your leprosy, and it's been hard because I'm not good at Tudor style. Are you building in Windenburg? Because that's like, oh, that looks creepy. That's usually like my main inspiration. Is I try to like take inspo from the houses around where my sim is going to live. That way I don't feel like too like confused. But Tudor style is very hard to build in The Sims, I feel. I had a trouble building my own Tudor style house one time. And I'm like, what is this? Oh, it's just HD? Oh. Well, I mean, that's a major plus, I would feel. That's a major plus in my book. Make it HD and we're good. Oh, I have more space up here? This whole time I thought I had no more space. I got all this space up here. Stacking everything up here. Hello? What's here? Put our alien creature thing. Up there. Watering can. No, I wanna. Oh, I just can't rotate. Okay, that's fine. Anyway. If they brought my Sims game to the Switch, no one would ever see me again. I would never leave my room ever either. I would never leave. I would constantly be on my Switch 24/7. If they put my favorite Sims games on the Switch. Oh, okay. Because that's the only place I see building Tudor style. Anything else outside of that will just be very interesting. So I would definitely take some inspo around Windenburg to see what you like. I have one house that I built that was completely just base game and get together, and that took forever. But it was so much fun. I love how you said that looks creepy and you put it in the middle of the room. You know, they're always watching. It's like Baby Yoda. I can't say EA builds are particularly inspiring. That is true. I have a few builds that might be Tudor style that you might want to look through on the gallery for inspo. Only if you want to, though. Okay, what else do we have? We have this messy bathroom, and we have our closet left. We have 2 rooms left. I don't know why I left and then I don't know why I did what I did. Oh well. Oh, well, we'll just put some stuff around in random places. Our hamper has to be placed somewhere. This thing, I don't know. This part can be put up there. You can place this here. We'll place all the towels in the laundry room for now. That way we have a little bit more wiggle room. This can be placed under here. Put that there for now. Our lotion. Somewhere. Oh, this is not a style I'm good at building. I've been struggling a bit, but I turned into a little duplex in the end. Oh, that's good. I think it's like a good way of doing it, a little duplex. That's good. As long as you're happy with the end result, that's all that matters. Oh, there is something they need to bring into your inventory to make the house look a bit more. Oh, in the inventory, so the house looks a bit bare right now. That's okay. It's like ready to move in. That's how I usually see it. Lotion down here. The Eiffel Tower. But right here. Not like that. There we go. Oh, it can be stuck like that? Okay, perfect. I should probably try and build a Tudor style house. Because it has been a while since I've built one. And I kind of miss that style. Because eventually, one of these days, once I get done with all of the base game worlds and also the get to work worlds, after that is get together. And I'm going to have to do a lot of Tudor style houses with that one. I have a general idea of what I want for like one of the houses. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh wait, is this? Hold on. Oh, that's our toothbrush cup. That's where we put all of our little things, the little knickknacks. Oh. Cool. You have a purple Game Boy Color, pink Game Boy Advance, green Game Boy Advance SP, silver DS. You had all the things. I, however, broke my Game Boy Color. Now, it wasn't my fault. I dropped it. But here's the thing. Well, I don't even know what happened, to be honest. All I know is that it would still function, but I couldn't see anything because the screen broke on the inside of my Game Boy Color. I'm like, it works, but I can't see anything. It only took an hour to find the toothbrush cup. Only an hour. Just only a simple wee hour. That's okay, right? That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta clear out the mess to find what you're looking for. Can't put that here. Most of our makeup will just be on our sink. Eyelash curler. What do you mean I can put that there? Put our shaving thing on our tub. There we go. Once your sim is moved in and is actually finished, I'll post the pictures in Discord if I don't forget. Thank you, thank you. We'll put this in our kitchen. Oh my, the bedroom is messed up. This will be the last thing that we'll do for today. I didn't think. Well, knowing me, I probably should have not actually said I was going to play a second game. But oh well. Next time. I will tell you this, though. I had a feeling that this was going to take me 3 hours to complete. So, I've learned my lesson. 1 game per stream. So I don't do more than I can chew. You still have all of them and they still work? I still have my Game Boy Advance SP with the charger and cheat codes. Also, Jen, welcome in. We're playing a nice cozy game called Unpacking. It's a very comforting game to play that I think you would definitely like. The concept is literally just unpacking a person's life through their boxes as they move in and out of different houses over the years. It's pretty fun. I really like it. Some of the games that I find very therapeutic to play over and over as I continue to play through. And we're on the last level as well. But thank you for the reset for 4 months, by the way. I really appreciate that. Now we gotta figure out the situation here. All these curtains and the dresses and skirts that we need to use. We'll put all the dresses at the bottom. That goes in the drawer. That's a skirt we'll put over here for now. We're pretty good so far though. It's available pretty much on any platform. I think it does work on the Mac. I'm pretty sure. It's been out for a couple of years. Is that a dress? That's a dress. Put that here. Trash next to the toilet most women would appreciate. You know, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. Honestly, I don't know anything about like how to make a bathroom functional for any people. Bathrooms are the one place that I just don't know what to do. So I'm glad that I'm doing something at least right. That's a skirt, which I'll put over here for now. That's a sweater, which I'll put up here. Put them in rainbow colors. Is that a possibility? Ooh, hold on. Put all the underwear up here. I'm gonna see what I can do because this is actually the last one that we have for today. I'll put all the underwear in one drawer if we can fit all of them in one drawer. Because it's just not our own underwear, it's our partner. I don't know if her underwear is gonna work, but it might. It's all underwear and bras that go in the top drawers. And then all the baby's clothes are in their drawer, in their little homey home. This huge closet makes me happy for the character considering the prior situation. Me too. And to know that we're in like a happy, healthy relationship makes me even more happier. To know that we can share our space and not feel bad about it afterwards. That brings me a lot of joy. What are these? That's a like shirt blouse thing. What is this? I think those are pants. What is this? That's another sweater. That's a skirt. That's like okay, that's the same thing I just saw. Jeans. Cardigan. I want to put them up here. But why can I not put them up there? So weird. What do you mean? Oh, I can't put them up here? Interesting. Oh. Oh, it's done downloading? Yay! Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, these are all of our yoga pants. I wonder, do we have all the colors for the rainbow? And to be honest, I forget what the order is. The rainbow. It's our night blouse gown thing. All of our nighty night stuff goes in the back. They're yoga pants. It might be too long. You might be right. It could be too long. Because the dresses can't go up here. So yeah, there's too long. That makes sense. What is this? There must be something that we can't put up there. That's a nice little dress. Healthy space living. This is another one that we have. Oh, it's like a shirt. That would be very small to wear. Okay. We'll put that up there. Well, Oh, there is more underwear. I'm like, wait, don't we have more? Ah, there it was hiding behind the little safe thing. All of our little undergarments. Our backpack for traveling. Okay, now we're finally getting somewhere. There's the rest of the stuff. We found them. They were hiding. What a time. Don't we have more? It's like when you start packing up your clothes, it's like, where's all your clothes at? You start losing things. I guess we don't have room. We don't have another one. We can put this. Oh, we can't put that there. Don't we have like 2 more pieces? I don't think we do. That's another shirt blouse thing. I'll put all like the short ones. We'll always hang all of our fancy looking clothes because we're fancy people and we do fancy things. That's a nice little top. What's this? Oh, that's another dress. So put that in the front. Move this back. Move that up. Move this back somewhere. That's another shirt that I don't want to put on the hanger. It's down here. No. Oh, because it's blocking stuff. Things are blocking your way. No wonder. There we go. Now we can finally move our things over. Uh-oh. I'm gonna add plane right now. Okay, now for all of our shirts, we just put them in one singular drawer. They're like our pajama shirts and pants. All stacked neat and tidy. Have more. Let's look at another little blouse thing that will move this thing down here. Move, not the whole thing. No. I'm with the hanger. Thank you. I thought I was gonna sneeze. Wait, where are we gonna put all of our... Oh, I was like, where's gonna put all of our bras? We'll put them over here. We have this one. We'll probably have to use 2 drawers for that, which is fine. Where? What is that? Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, no. Maybe we have to. Oh, there it is. There's the other piece of underwear that we have. We have one more. This is the only room that we have left. You have a problem? What is thy problem? Is it Palea? Is Palea the problem? Yeah, this is a very huge space. So we live in like a 2-story house with 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, or I guess 1.5 technically. And we have a baby. Our baby's room is like fully done and complete, which I think is so adorable and so cute. And like our bathroom, that's the downstairs bathroom near the entryway. This is our office. And now I want to move this over. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'll just put it back on here. But our office, and then our dining room, and then our kitchen, and then our living room, and then our entryway. And of course, our bathroom upstairs, and then our closet. Messy. Loungefly just released their fall line, and I want it all. You don't need it. Saving money is good. Unless they have a discount. Unless they have a discount or a sale. But choosing is impossible, though. It's like you want it all, but you're justified. Your feelings are valid, though. So I can understand. No. Okay. Also, Neon, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good seeing you. We're playing a nice chill game, Unpacking, at this current moment. So we are vibing along before we kind of wrap up stream for today. I guess we'll have to actually put our stuff on these things for now. That's okay. But hey, hey, hey. And also, Neon, thank you for the 16th month resub, by the way. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you. Hope all is well and swell with you on this fine Wednesday. We're on the last level of Unpacking right now. And things are starting to look a little bit more crazier as time is going on with this room. We have so many clothes. Handbag wallets. I mean, if you want to buy it, I'm not stopping you. I won't stop you, Daphne, if you want to buy it. I think it's just me not wanting to buy things. It's like, I'm not stopping you. I'll put this down over here. This over here. Right here. No! The whole thing, thank you. You make me want to play this game again. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh, there. Okay. I was like, I know we have another piece of underwear somewhere. It was stuck behind the backpack. So all of our underwear is now neatly and tidy in 2 drawers. 2 drawers of all of our things. Our garments at the top, other things at the bottom. But you should do it again. You should play it again, Awanu. I think you would really enjoy it. Because you can unpack things differently. That's the true joy of unpacking. Unpacking things differently. You never know what you'll find. Plus achievements. You really shouldn't. And there's your answer, Dab. You shouldn't. Don't need it. It's not a need, it's a want. That's what I keep telling myself. It's a need. Or it's not a need, it's a want. So if it's like a want, I don't need it. And then I'm like, that's okay. I'll wait for a sale. That's what I usually do. I always wait for a sale before I try to buy anything. So I'm like saving my monies for important things. Oh. Okay, there we go. I can't put that there. Is that a skirt? Here's a shirt that I can put right here. All of our pajama wears. Kind of want to put them all in the same place. All of our t-shirts. All in the same place. We have matching pants right here. And then all of our sports-related attire can be placed somewhere. All of our t-shirts. Why can I not put my pants up here? Okay. Oh, those are shorts. Okay. Oh. Awanu. What has become of thee? Oh, no. I'm not done. I'm not done. Oh. Put all of my gym attire in here. All of our leggings. Our 2 little leggings that we have, that we own, in one singular drawer. T-shirts can be placed in here. We have one more t-shirt somewhere that I can't remember where we put it. Oh, we do have this thing that's yet on a hanger. That's a nice little shirt. And then all of our sports stuff can be placed on here. Yeah. Eating so much fun. You got an ad for HSM Funko Pops. I saw the other day that Sim Guru Ninja had its own Funko Pop, which I'm like, I need that right now. If they made Sims Funko Pops, my life would be completely over. I would be completely broke. If we had Sim Funko Pops, imagine a Bella Goth Funko Pop. Life would simply be no more. I would not be able to control myself. I would just buy the whole store. The whole thing. No! Okay. Put the shorts up here. I can put the long dress skirt thingamabob. No, there has to be a skirt, right? Oh, it is a very long skirt. I might have to move it. I'll move it back. Move these back. Move that coat back. There we go. Facebook is a walking billboard of ads. Yeah, that's why I'm not on Facebook anymore. Facebook's stressing me out. It's a little bit too advertising that I'm like, I'm good. I'd rather live my life without ads sometimes. At least the Red doesn't have any ads yet. Keyword yet. Because eventually they will have ads one of these days, and I can feel it in my bones. It's gonna happen. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I have to go pick up something for my mom. But I will play you a quick little video in the meantime. So I'll be right back. Enjoy the video. What is this? Jeffrey Landgraf straight up said, zip-a-bop beep bop boop, out of my shirt and pants with new outfit, going to audition for Magic Mike. No, in this medical facility, I don't think so. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi, Spring. Happy Spring Day.
Thank you. Don't kill me. I hate it here. You're mean. You're mean. You're mean. To the internet. I almost spit out my water. That would have been very bad. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope someone clipped that because WASD, move around, sweaty. Whee! I need help. We're not even in the first 30 minutes of the stream and I am Lulu. But Greg does miss me. I don't miss him. I mean, after the fact that I literally gave birth to his child and he beat me up the same day, I never felt more disturbed in my life. I will not forget that moment. That moment was just traumatizing. I know you have more than 4 simoleons. Are you taking a photo of me? Paparazzi pepperoni? Is that of me? Oh, of you. What? Dab? Dab? Why? Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Electrical, but I don't want to go in there. What? Damn. What was that? Oh no, besties, you know what happened? I didn't save. Anyway, I got 22 power left. I can just sit here and be perfectly fine and not check the cameras at all. Come on. Why? Every time. Oh my. This game. It's not scary. It's just like jump scary. Those dogs will proceed to the SimCity finals. Congratulations. She cheated. Okay, I'm back. It's very hot outside, I realize. A bit too hot. I don't know why I ran up the stairs. But now I'm out of breath. Whew, I'm out of breath now. Let me tell you. Out of breath. I ran down 3 flights of stairs to go get some stuff from my mom because she brought over my tea kettle that I needed because I'm selling it for $10. And now I ran up 3 flights of stairs. And now I'm tired. But oh well. Life. Because I put it on Facebook Marketplace. Because I'm not using it. My parents already have one. So it's like, might as well sell it. Make 10 easy dollars. And then after that, I'm good. Because I sold a microwave that I had from like years ago back in university for like $20. And then I sold my dad's old bike for $30. So I made an easy $50 in a span of like 3 weeks from selling 3 items. Not that bad. The joy of selling old stuff you no longer use. It's been raining this week, which is good because the lower the temperature, but I'm not being baked in my own house. No, no, no. See, when it rains, it's okay because that means the grass gets watered and I can get a free car wash. I'm telling you, my car was getting dusty. So when it rains, it's like free car wash. And that's all I need. Yeah, it can be a little bit sketchy at times. That's why I only sell things that I don't need. And also stuff that sell to people that I know on Facebook Marketplace that are like close by and I know who they are. Because at some point, like, what's so funny, the stuff that I've sold, we have mutual friends. And I'm like, I know you from somewhere, but it's wild. The people that you meet on Facebook. But I no longer am selling anything on there anymore because Sketchy McSketch ain't for me. Oh, but these are jeans. You know, we have a few extra hangers. That's not the end of the world. But our whole house is done now. We completed the entire house of Unpacking and the entire game itself. We're officially done. But now it's time to do a lovely time lapse. Looking forward to the first sleep in our new house. That's so cute. A quick little time lapse speed. I love this feature in Unpacking. It shows like how fast things like, that's chaotic. It shows you all of your steps, all your things that you moved, changed, everything. What in fast mode? Oh, Swift tickets? Oh, yeah, that's scary. I would never try to buy anything off of Facebook Marketplace when it comes to like concert tickets. That's scary. I'm sorry that your friend got scammed like that. Ow. Ow. But, oof. Horrifying. It's like Craigslist. And I've never been on Craigslist either. And Craigslist is scary. Oh my. We had so much stuff in those boxes. But why is this so satisfying? Oh, this is very satisfying. Oh, that game is great. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Luckily, everyone just brings cash. I don't accept credit, debit, or checks. Give me cash. That's it. Yeah. Always use PayPal, good and services always. Or cash. One of the two. They can do both. The thing is, some are legit and you just need to take the right precautions. Yeah. And I also say, like, if we're selling stuff like on Facebook, just do it in a public place. That way people know. But luckily other people that I've sold stuff to, which is like 2 people, or technically 1 person, have been very nice. But I watched the neighborhood. Bought from I think as long as you like know the people, you know the neighborhood, that's all that matters. That's like the best part. I was really scrambled for time. My goodness. It's like playing tic-tac-toe. Anyway, Tavico, welcome in. How are you? Welcome back from your lurky loo. Oh my goodness. We're looking at the speed version of me unpacking everything. I love all the little sound effects. I usually have it turned off. I don't know why I turned it off in the first place, but yeah. That's so nice. Like little tippy tappies. Literally the speed build but unpacking version, yeah. Oh, we're gonna be here for a while. Talk about speed unpacking. Now, if that was a real thing, that'd be a dream. It took me forever to find the last piece of underwear to put into the drawer, because I nearly lost it. I'm like, where is this other piece of underwear I need to put in the drawer? Ah, that took a while, but we're finally done. Woo! Also, Awful Gamer, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good seeing you. The closet part turned out cute. I agree. I really love the closet part. I know, so satisfying. Ah, we're done with unpacking. We did it. By which beam? Developed by which beam? The song is so nice. I've played this game 3 times and the cards are just so beautiful. It's so nice. I've been doing really well today, Alpha Gamer. It's been, hate that man child. But it's been really great. It's been a long day. I've mostly been streaming, but after stream, I'm going to be literally unpacking and packing my apartment up today. So lots of craziness, but good craziness, I would say. I love this game. It's like the cutest game ever. Literally unpacking to start packing, literally. Also, Humble Games is like a really good publishing company. All I really want them to do is like make a second unpacking game. I know, and like, right, the stuffed animals that we kept throughout our entire life is still with us. They even have plushies for this game too, which I think is very adorable. Slowly, slowly, our things combine. Your favorite stuffed toy right next to mine. I think if they made like another unpacking game, it would probably be for the child. But to make it a packing game, as a sequel for Unpacking would be interesting to see. I don't know. It's a possibility. Wow. The soundtrack is very nice too. Wow. Our little piggy. Oh, in memory of the beloved grandmother. Oh. Unity. Look at that. From 97 to 2018. That's based on my entire life. Oh, look, 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 look. There's a baby. It's a baby. We got to see the characters actually full front in their backyard playing a little ukulele with their baby. That's so cute. It's like $20, but it's the best game ever. They did a really good job in this game when they first made it, and I was obsessed. Literally obsessed. I don't know. The game is really cute though. Anyway, I think what we're gonna do for now is so I was gonna play a game called I Am Future today, but then, you know, life is busy and I have to pack. So we'll play I Am Future another day for another time. But I will show you the trailer for that game in case you're curious about it though. But yeah, you definitely have to get this game. The game is really, really comforting. With the ending, it should have a sequel with the baby. And that's what I was saying. Like the sequel would make it so much better with the baby of like growing up as like their first little steps and like being able to showcase like them in like their way of life of growing up. Like their parents did. And going off to college and like doing the whole thing. I don't know. It'd be really cute to see. But this is the trailer for I Am Future. First of all, I'm closing this game for now. But this is the trailer for I Am Future. Ah, that's loud in my ear. That we're gonna play another day.
Meet Chris, the last man on Earth. Help him set up the coziest survivor camp on a skyscraper roof. Build a beautiful, bountiful farm. Defend it at night.
It looks so cozy. I feel like I could see Gluon play this.
Robots to do chores for you. Let the AI take over your job.
Oh.
Dismantle old world gadgets for valuable resources. Catch some fish.
Isn't that so
If
cool?
this sounds like a good time to you, check out our demo on Steam and add the game to your wish list. See ya, future dweller.
Well, it's already out now. But yeah. It looks so cool. I have the game now, and we're gonna play it on stream at some point soon. But like, it's a very cozy, post-apocalyptic survival farming type of game, similar to stuff that we played before. But yeah, it has like a similar vibe to like Dreamlight Valley meets Tenets, and I like that. But in the apocalypse, that's even better. But it has a very Gluon vibe, and I feel like he's played this on stream. But if he hasn't, he should. But it's so cute. We literally just saw this little tea kettle in Unpacking in our kitchen. That's funny. But yeah. Ooh, very pretty. Yeah, it looks very fun. Yeah, to me, I think he's the only character that we can actually play. So I don't think we can actually customize our character or anything. I would assume that it's like this is just the only one. And it just came out on last week, actually, 8 days ago. So there could be a possibility of more things. Most of the games on my wish list have been added because of you. You're welcome. So you have a new one to add to your little wish list. I have 31 games on my wish list. I need to like check out and like buy one of these days. I mean, I want to play Gauntlet so badly. It's not out yet, but I want to play Gauntlets. I want to play Tiny Glade. I want to play all these games that I have. Paleo Pines, like there's so many good ones. Pizza After the Dentist. Huh. Your return from the dentist was pizza. Very good. That's a good combination. Pizza after the dentist. That's good. It's good. One of the games on your wish list that I really want to buy soon is Coral Island. And I've only played Coral Island one other time. And that was the only game I've ever played once. And I haven't picked it up. I haven't played it ever again. But I need to. But what I really want, I want Witchbrook. Right now. Right now. I want Witchbrook so badly. The game is like so cute. It's Stardew Valley, but with witches. Kind of. Like, I've been waiting for this game for ages. I need it. It's been out. But it's made by the same people who made Stardew Valley. I need it in my life. I've heard Little to the Left. I've seen that game before. Do I have it on my wish list? I do not. But I've heard about that game before. Little to the Left. Oh, here it is. What? That's not how you spell that. Yeah, I've heard about this game. It's a cozy puzzle game. I've seen someone play this and I forget who. Either way, it looks very cozy. Kind of like my style. I might wait until it goes on sale or something, but it looks fun. Oh, you saw Kiki play it and it was adorable? Paleo Pines. I have it on my wish list and I think I did see Kiki play it one other time. Because it was like dinosaurs and it was very Kiki-esque. Yeah. A bunch of dinosaurs, which I was like, Kiki would love this. Yeah. I think so. I think it was probably Kiki who played it. I'm not sure about Vixella. I don't think so. But it screams Kiki all the way. Dinosaurs, farming, friendship, gardening, like hello, character customization. It has everything you need and more some. What could possibly get better? It's supposed to come out in September 26th. So next month, it'll be out in 5 weeks. Not that bad. Not that bad. I'd be down for that game. Oh, you're talking about Little to the Left. Oh. Then maybe Vixel did play it. Little to the Left. Or was it? I remember seeing somebody. I remember seeing my friend Avery, little Sia, playing some game that was like Little to the Left, but it wasn't called Little to the Left. I forget. Also, Kaleidoscope, thank you so much for the reset for 6 months, by the way. You now have a carrot in your hand. You do indeed. You do indeed. But friends, I think what we're going to do for now is actually end the stream here for now. We'll do our little Duolingo later because I have packing I still have to do. But tomorrow we have a very special stream because me and my friend Daphne are going to be going head to head of doing the 10-minute versus the 1-hour build challenge in The Sims 4. But we're swapping builds after 10 minutes to kind of finish off where the last person did for 1 hour. So it's gonna be really interesting on how that's gonna go. Dramatic drama is what we live for. Oh, the Cats and Dogs puzzle game. That was the one. Yeah, that was the one that I remember seeing Avery play. The Cats and Dogs puzzle game. And it was like a cat puzzle game and it was so cute. I also want to play Stray. Because I've seen Dan play it. And I thought it was so cool. Oh, Box Cat Puzzles. That's what it was. This was the game that I saw Avery play. It's so cute. You're literally just like, it's just cats, but it's a cat box puzzle. And it's the cutest thing in the world. It's only $2. Best thing in the world. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. But we can get prepared for the clip of the day though. If you have the clip, Daphne. If you want to share that, of course. What is this? Oh, it's a hard hat. I was looking at that earlier. Forgot. Ooh, I want to play Jurassic World Evolution 2 at some point. I know this is supposed to be, oh my goodness. Why do I have 32 emails? This is stressing me out. We need to play Jurassic World Evolution 2 again, because I think they're supposed to come out with a new DLC or something, but I can't remember. I have 32 unread messages. That is messed up. Anyway, nonetheless, let's look at this lovely clip that we got here. Same room, but with no plants. Susie on the run. Look, all the people just running away. Oh no. What? Oh no. Was it my fault? Well then, so we know about the animals now. Genie, I'm gonna have to ask you to fix this lovely fence here. It's fine. Transport these suits. I mean, I didn't really actually let the dinosaur leave their habitat and attack all of the people. It wasn't me. You gotta play it cool and just like kind of roll with the punches. We had to let the animal go. However, somehow the animal got sick from some random thing because they ate a person and that person had technology in them, like a cell phone. Yeah, Shello played it earlier the other day, and I'm like, I want to replay it because it looks so much fun. I have so many games that I have played on stream but never actually continued to play them. And this is the one that I want to continue to play because I love Jurassic World in general. Like the franchise itself is fantastic. So like being able to play this game again would be fun. Whenever there's a random dinosaur just running loose in your lovely zoo, you just gotta play it cool, like nothing ever happened, to make sure that things go smoothly. Sometimes you just gotta, tranquilize a dinosaur to better help the other, people. But anyway, nonetheless, okay. But nonetheless, friends, we have fun things tomorrow and also the next day and the next day after that. We got a lot of plans, lots and lots of plans. But friends, I would love to go send you all over to a good friend of mine who's playing a nice cozy game. A nice cozy game called Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. And my good friend Candidly Kayla is playing that lovely game. I've only seen Story of Seasons, Poot. I don't know how to describe that name, the name of the game, but I know it's Poot because of Simsy. But Kayla's playing A Wonderful Life of Story of Seasons. Oh, I didn't spell raid right. I spelled it wrong. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out with me on this nice, chill, cozy, unpacking day. These are always my favorite times to wind down during the week, to just chill out, hang out, and vibe away. But tomorrow, chaos. Friday, 100 baby challenge chaos. Saturday, Among Us chaos. So the rest of the week is just chaos. That's all we got. Just chaos. Nothing else after that. We're all good. But I will see you all next time. Have fun, stay safe, and have a good rest of your day.